Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
One. Who wants to do the recap?
I'll do it this time.
Yep.
All right. So we're still kind of in the middle of the trail to the Grimskull. Grimskull. Yeah, Grimskull. We decided to find a safe space, kind of like a safe spot, kind of like in the trail, which is kind of like right under the cliffs. As we're kind of going over there, we kind of find like a small cove where we use tiny huts. It's not really helping us against the cold, admittedly. Illiken messages Tariq to kind of let him know that we're going to be coming back in 4 days. When that's happening, he should let us know where the tribe is, and then like once we're all like done over here and he's done over there, we can meet up at the middle and then just like go over to the tribe so we can take care of that. We're getting closer after kind of like our rest. Actually, during our rest over there, we see that there is like a frost druid that's kind of approaching as well with two saber-toothed tigers. And they're kind of like coming closer to us. So Gabar uses silent image, and then Sapphira casts Pass Without Trace, and that kind of helps make us a little bit quieter as these things were kind of coming closer to us. There was a little bit of a scare because we thought one of the tigers might have noticed us, but it was just a false alarm, and they ended up just passing us by. After that, we dispel the tiny hut. We go over to the Grimskull, and we see, as we're getting closer, the large rock that has been kind of like that has almost picked up Angajuk is flying off as the sun begins to set, and we do see a cloaked figure that has like this aura of malice kind of around them, and we kind of deduce that this is the Frostmaiden. This basically just sends a shiver down all of our spines as we kind of look up at it, and after she's gone, we decide to head in. We decided to head in. I'm sorry, looking over the notes over here real quick. As we're kind of getting closer, there are these two giants that kind of spring up, like these undead frost giants that are kind of springing up and guarding the actual staircase. And we decided to just climb over it just to kind of avoid those guys. And at that point, we end up going inside of the actual skull itself, where we meet a druid and a few children of Oral. We meet a few children of Oral, and they're kind of like approaching us. Who are actually shoot. I'm sorry, I'm looking over the notes over here.
Y'all were too loud, and you alerted them to your presence.
Yeah, we were too loud. We alerted the guards to our presence, and I think it was Quintus who disguised as one of them in order to say, false alarm, our druid is coming up closer to us. We left the door open at that point in order to say that we're kind of like letting them know that the druid is coming. They kind of like leave inside the doorway. I feel like I kind of wrote notes here. I'm sorry. At that point then too, like we all decide to head in there, and we use like minor illusion / silent image in order to kind of like block the open doorway in order to make sure that like none of the other druids or children of Oral inside of the room notice us. And as we get kind of closer to the doorway, we see that Sopo has kind of like left in order to like go a little forward. And as we cross the corner, we see that there's a bunch of these ice methods along with Sopo that have basically tried to ambush us, since Sopo was like, he was secluded for a little while, and now that he essentially brought fresh meats, he's like, now I can be integrated back into my whole clan. Anyway, we killed them all, and we decided to head downstairs, where we see a bunch more children of Oral, a few more druids. There are these big ice like titan things. They're called Rime hulks. And we see like a few like shifters as well.
Oh, hey,
as
real
well as
quick, fun fact. Those are from the new giant book.
Oh shoot. Okay, nice. And then we see there's like a dwarven woman who is like saying this prayer as she is as we all enter. This is the Frost Warden, but is also a friend of Sapphira's from long ago when they were both captured. And she basically makes an ultimatum to Sapphira, which is kill all of your friends and become a part of us, or you all die. And Sapphira just refuses, and then we all get into this massive battle. Big Smile kind of goes up into the lead and just like starts punching a few of these guys, but like after a while they kind of start to like close in. There are like two ice myrmidons as well that are like they're attacking us as well, and they're both really bulky. After a little while, Big Smile goes down, and we're like trying to help him up every now and again. He's able to get a few punches in, but the battle overall is like becoming really, I guess, tenuous for us is the word for it, as the Frost Druids are like casting all these spells like Fog Cloud or Sleet Storm, and it's like the entire terrain is like difficult terrain and we can't see through it. It becomes like a nightmare for a little while. We're able to like kind of break the concentration on the Frost Druids for a little bit, as they're like still kind of casting spells. We end up picking off the Children of Oral one after another. The Frost Warden is like casting this one, not really a spell, but like this effect that makes us vulnerable to ice damage. And that's something we kind of have to shake after a little bit. V uses Black Tentacles to kind of help us out and keep the Frost Warden and like some of the other subjects kind of like in its grasp. Which helps out for quite a bit actually during that battle. But V is also kind of like casting these fireballs in order to help us out. And there's like one point where Gabar goes inside of the kind of like I think like what was it? It was the wild magic that kind of went off and like kind of created this like necrotic spell that kind of shot out and damages a few like everybody around him. Sonar is freaking out during this entire battle, and eventually, kind of at the end of it, Gabar casts polymorph onto Sapphira. She turns into a giant ape and then just like smashes the fuck out of the Frost Warden.
Yep.
And after that, with everybody kind of battered and bruised, we had a few people go down and then back up again. We're kind of licking our wounds as we are now face to face with the 4 actual trials of the Frostmaiden.
Yes, so that was mostly for dramatic effect. That it's actually a little different than that, which I will explain promptly. So let me pull you guys over to the map first, pull you over to the map first, and describe the scene. So we get the sort of fade to black, right, on the title sequence. And as we sort of fade in, we're going across the ice of this room, right? Very close up. And as we like the camera sort of sits still for a moment, it doesn't even pan, it just sits still. Blood trickles on the ice slowly, like gathering frost, right? And as the camera sort of zooms out, we could see that there's like a frost druid that is maimed and burned and like dead, and there's blood pouring out of her mouth, right? And we keep zooming outward and outward as there is a fucking massacre that has occurred. I mean, you guys killed a lot of people. And there is like blood all over the ice, and as we sort of pan out even further, we could see the party who's all wounded and stuff, and you're covered in your own blood as well as like a bunch of other people's blood. It's like the cutscenes, right, in Baldur's Gate, where there's just way too much blood all over you for no reason. And it's smattered all over your armor and stuff. And as everybody sort of comes to, you could see that stepping into the shot, right, there's this spectral orc, right, the orc war chief, and he will sort of lean down and pick up this orc stone, right? Y'all have one more charge on it, right?
Yeah.
He will, who threw it? Quintus?
Quintus.
He will approach slowly and menacingly and take the stone and hold it out towards you, Quintus.
I will take it back. Thanks for your service. And
He
just
nods.
collapse into the corner.
He nods and like in a show of respect, right, towards all of you, really. And then like this is like his duty, right? Like he feels good about this massacre that has occurred, right? And he like nods to you guys respectively, and then the wind sort of blows him away as he disappears out of view. Sapphira, as you come back out of your sort of gorilla form and you heal Big Smile or whoever, you take them. We get this sort of scene where you are looking over the sort of exploded sort of icy shards of what used to be the Frost Warden. Upon a closer inspection, it appears as though when she floated into the air and began to glow and then explode, she was slowly turning to ice, like an ice sculpture, like her whole body, not like an encased in ice, but like she turned to ice, and then she exploded, and you could see like scattered parts of her around. But the most interesting thing that you find is this sort of crystal ice staff with a 6 or 7 pointed snowflake symbol sort of at the top of it is perfectly intact.
Sapphira, not feeling amazing during that last battle, since she basically just killed her one of her longtime friends during that encounter. Would take the staff, looking it over, and will step over towards Gabar.
Sure. As soon as you touch it, it's like freezing cold, right? But then the feeling diminishes quickly.
She kind of winces for a little bit as she picks this thing up, and then she will approach Gabar and say, The Frost Warden left this after she exploded.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking brutal.
I would be careful when touching it. It's cold.
No, if that's coming from you, then I'm sure it's gonna be fucking miserable for me. But I'll like take whatever thick fur I can and try to hold it with that.
Yeah, as you like reach out, even with the thick fur, it is so cold that it crystallizes the fur around it, and then like it's brittle, like it's that cold.
Brittle as in like I feel like it's gonna break.
No. The fur on the coat.
Oh, the furs. Okay, yeah.
It like instantly frosts over this fur so that it brittle, it breaks.
Yeah,
The frost,
okay.
the fur does.
Okay.
The staff itself, it seems sturdy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll just kind of rest on the ground and touching it as only I need to cast identify. Spend a couple of minutes doing that while the rest of the
Yes.
party
Does whatever they're
does
gonna
their
do.
shit.
Yes, which is the question. What does the rest of the party do?
Big Small will kind of drop to his knees, and if Sapphire or whoever's near him, say something. I've never been so close to the brink before. That got a little hairier than I thought. And go
That's
into
not
go down to his knees and start to meditate a little bit as I use a whole whack of key points to do quick and heal.
There is a metric crap load of corpses as well, just scattered throughout this entire chamber.
Any of them wearing like heavy furs or anything?
Yes, many
Yeah,
of them are.
I'll
Cut
kill
this
for
fucking-
those.
Yep, I will.
I was also just going to see anything useful that they could have.
Yeah, so if you sort of go around through the corpses, you don't really find anything of interest necessarily. Maybe a couple of focuses, right? Like arcane focuses or, normal adventuring stuff. You can ask me and I can tell you, but among the
Quintus is
corpses,
eating whatever food they have on them.
yes, sure. Yeah, there's like good berries and stuff too. Maybe not many, probably like 10 total. Over all of the corpses, and as well, there is also about 200 gold among all of the bodies.
Oh wait, we can't roll hit dice, right?
You just get the con modifier.
You just
Yeah.
get the
Only
con-
yeah.
Well, he's using his monk thing.
yeah.
I was, and then I'm gonna top it off with.
Oh, I see.
We're taking a short rest here, I imagine, as we kind of collect
We
our.
need to, yeah.
Yeah.
Frostmaiden's coming back. We don't know when.
Yeah, Illiken's been freezing his ass off, but he's in immense pain right now as well. So he will shift to his hybrid form to better deal with the cold in his wounds.
We have a collective 48 hit points between the party. I think
That's great.
we need to at least spend some time to heal.
Who out of all of us here is the most hurt?
Me and V.
Illiken,
Me and V.
percentage-wise, Illiken.
Illican's moving up. I mean, Illican. Oh yeah, Illican. I'm sorry,
Illiken, V,
I
and
keep getting the
Quintus, it
two
looks
big
like.
guys mixed up. I always get them mixed up.
These old bones will be all right, Sapphire. You take care of the prince there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have any healing spells prepared, except I do have.
Mass healing word.
No, I don't have that yet. I have aid. So you
Okay.
all get 5 HP, and that adds to your maximum.
3. You get to pick 3 people.
Oh yeah, Illiken, V, and Quintus.
Right, I'll add that to V's. Somebody remind me when Nate gets in to add to up his total as well.
Yeah.
Damn, he finally won't have the lowest amount of hit points in the party.
For 8 hours.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, so you guys are getting a short rest in?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Short
Yeah,
rest.
We'll have to.
Okay. All right. Taking
Um,
notes, writing it down. How long is
Took
the short
too
rest? 30
long.
minutes? An hour?
6
hour.
hours.
I'll give you guys like a 40-minute one.
I do
So I-
have Song of Rest if that, so we can roll
Anything.
one
help
d6 instead of our
Yeah.
hit dice.
Yeah. Do you get your bonus to that, or that's just 1d6?
Nope. Everybody gets an extra hit point.
Woo!
Hell yeah!
Woo! All right, I'm adding that to Nate's total, so don't worry about it when he rolls hit dice later.
So we are short resting it.
It seems that
Um,
way.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna spend all my hit die then.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the deal on hit die? You get half back the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 times your con mod if you're going to use them all.
But I can roll, right?
Yes.
Is that what
so
they-
Fire
okay.
can roll. That's right.
I'm just
Yeah,
betting
that-
on you. I'm just kidding.
We might as well burn a couple more of these.
+1 to whatever you roll.
Oh, it's plus
What?
one every time.
No,
So
just one.
Just one
Okay.
to the
Just one.
total.
I mean, like whatever you roll at the end.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Why it doesn't scale with Bardic Inspiration? Who knows?
It's a free ability that doesn't take, you know, any.
But like, is a
proficiency bonus
D6 to a
limits.
D8 game breaking?
no.
I mean,
Well,
when
I
you
guess
get
a
7
D8 is
hit
cure
die.
wounds.
Yeah.
A D8 is a cure wounds.
So
Plus your
I
stuff.
don't know. My token doesn't look like it's updating, but I have 30 out of 38 hit points.
It looks good on my end.
It's not uploading on mine.
Yeah, mine either.
Sonar cannot take he has 14 hit points. And he cannot take a short or long rest. But he refuses to heal himself.
Well, then he's staying behind for a little while. He's not going
Unless-
anywhere dangerous.
Unless somebody tells him to heal himself, he will not do so.
Oh, then I totally tell him to heal himself.
Okay, he's gonna
Come
give you
on,
one.
fix yourself up.
Yeah, he's gonna give you one first.
Okay.
Well,
Go low on mine because I only need 8 hit points.
the body heals, the soul endures there.
Every time. All right. Good.
All right, does anybody else need one from Sonar? He can do a level 2 on himself.
Good. If anybody
Yeah,
else needs
I'm
it.
running low, but I'll do
Oh,
one
he
on
did really
myself.
good. He got good. Okay, he's above, right at bloodied.
I'll still tell him, be like, look, if shit starts going down, protect yourself a little bit here, okay? Stay behind everyone.
As thou commands.
Need all of us out here alive? Or not
Hello?
dead? Not
All
fully
right.
dead.
So, Gabar, as you are resting, and you're sort of, you've got the ritual going on autopilot now, so you've been sort of talking to Sonar, but it pings, it's ready, right? And once you sort of get the connection from this staff, you immediately want to draw your hand away from it because it feels as though a piece, a small sliver, a thread of the Frostmaiden lies within this staff. And it's this. So you can cast a cold fireball.
Damn.
Yeah, it basically just replaces one of the damage types in any spell to cold.
Old vicious mockery, call that brain freeze.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Perfect. Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
see if you wanted anyway, so I'll look over at Quintus and be like, "Oh, you want to take a quick look at this?"
I mean, I'd usually be opposed to being typecast like that, but it seems powerful.
Well, I can't exactly. I don't have any use for it, but either you or V might find this powerful. But
Valen says, I might find it interesting. What does it do?
you got a shield guardian. Share the load.
Fine. Very well. Very well.
It helps cast your spells, and not on top of that, you can convert things to cold damage if you want.
Pretty cool.
But you should probably be wary about it. I don't know. It just seems to radiate the same malice that we got when we saw Oral, as if she put herself, a part of herself, in it.
Well, I
But,
guess if I can get Levistus and Frostmaiden into a fight over my soul, all the better for us, right?
Is it?
They're fighting each other.
I suppose.
So, with your short rest over with, the shield guardian has been busy away, and you know he took damage, but somehow he can magically heal himself. Right, so he is back to full. Oh, I didn't roll for Valin. Oh, Eric, are you here?
Yeah.
Can you roll hit dice for Valin? I think if anything, just roll whatever it says next to her hit dice thing, and then add her con mod. I don't think she has like a hit dice thing.
Or con mod times her challenge rating. Because hit dice are off.
It would be no,
Or,
no. The hit dice says D8, and then she gets to roll however many she has, 9 times.
But we
3.
can't roll hit dice right now.
Oh yeah, so she just gets 9 plus her con mod.
Yeah.
Or 9 times her con mod total. Does
Well,
that make
brings
sense?
her up to-
You,
Yeah,
you
that-
got
that
it.
brings her
Eric.
up to full.
Okay, cool. All right. So that being the case, everybody's looking all right. Illican, do you want to cure wounds from Sonar?
That would be
Oh,
very
did you
nice.
roll any hit dice, Giovanni?
I can do that as well. So I just roll the hit dice and take the modifier.
Well, what's your con
just-
modifier?
It's 3.
So you
So
could
3
give
times
yourself
7.
21 hit points if you burn all your hit dice.
Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do.
But Sonar will still throw one your way. Well, you can wild shape.
Oh yeah, you got those back too.
Let's give one to Quintus. The body heals the soul indoors. All right, that's the last one he can spare. 11.
Thank you.
Made her a good one.
That was for Quintus. You have wild shape, Illican, so he doesn't give it to you.
Oh,
He
okay,
gives-
okay.
he
Yeah,
gives
yeah.
it
I
to
mean, wild
Quintus.
shape is my.
I just
my
saw that you were the
spell.
lowest out of everybody, but you didn't roll hit dice, so you still have a chance.
And then
Yeah.
how's V looking? Is her token not updating, or just
I'll let Nate handle it when he gets here. We
Oh,
can have a little
gotcha.
miniature, hey, you took a short rest, what do you want to do type of thing,
Gotcha.
in case he wants to do anything special.
Yeah, I'll toss a healing word to V because their con can't be that high.
Okay.
That's all of it.
I'll reach in my coat pocket and pull out this bottle that Big Smile gave me and be like,
Nope.
well, if anyone is feeling a little, I don't know, adventurous, we got Celtic's Common Cure here. He said it was a healing potion. Well, I don't know if it is.
Y'all need it more than me.
V gets another 8. No.
Yeah, I gave that to a V the 8. All right. Let me describe to you what's around you. Okay. So I described it before last week. It was a lie. That was just for dramatic effect. Really what you see is there is 4 doors in immediate chambers near you, right? That lead to like chambers near you, right? They are stone doors, but sort of coated in frost so that they appear to be like made of ice. Actually, I think they are made of ice. This whole chamber is made of ice, like Frozen, the Disney movie. So they're made of ice, but they have like this snowflake design in the center of the 2 double doors. It's like a double door type situation, and it's very like elegant in design and shape. Each one of these doors looks very similar to each other. That's this door here, 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. Okay. There is an alcove here and here where there's like sleeping bags and you know, might be where you found some of the druids' food and stuff like this. This appears to be some sort of resting quarters. And then to the north, there is another sort of chamber. And I will describe it to you as such. I have to pull up my notes, actually. I had everything up but the thing I needed. I don't have that. Okay. This passageway, it leads to an anvil-shaped room with a door set into the far wall. Flanking the door are boss reliefs, like, you know, sort of like carvings of 2 female frost giants that are holding great axes, and runes are carved into the door's surface. And the runes that are carved into the door are in Dwarvish. The runes are Dwarvish, which leads those of you to believe, or like leads you guys to believe that's in Giant. It's written in Giant. Those who speak Giant want to read it.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
All right, this is the chamber to the north. It says, "In ice and blood, our folk are born. To our great queen, we raise our horn. We'll fight and plunder in the morn. To Vasavikin, we are sworn." I'll post that in the Roll20.
Thank you.
And that's to the north, and then to the south. Sure, this isn't a thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This passage leads to another anvil-shaped room with a door set into the far wall. Flanking the door are 2 boss relief of 2 boss reliefs on either side of it that appear to be very similar to the statues you guys saw as you came onto the island. Right? These sort of feminine
Lady of Pain looking things.
Yeah, yes, but made of ice. Yes. And above the door, there is more carvings that appear to be these sort of overlooking, sort of glowering heads of an owl, a wolf, and a goat. Or like a ram.
Any chimera I've ever heard of.
As you guys like see that, does anyone approach that door just to check it out further? Or any of the doors, really?
Yeah, I'd walk up and take a look.
Okay, so to the one to the south, right, with the goat head and all that weird stuff. As you like approach it, you can feel like we get a sort of in your mind's eye sort of shot, like, you know, when Aragorn goes to the city of the dead, right? How that's like the camera angle sort of twists a little bit and they're like looking around all strange and shit. It kind of, you get this cold wind that blows from the other side of the door, right? Not like blasting through, but just you can definitely feel it on your fur, right? And you get this sort of like twisty feeling, and this voice, it's not speaking out loud, but you get the idea that it is speaking to you, and it's like the winds of the fucking cold, like the cold north winds, and it says, "This way is shut to all but those who pass the tests."
Looks like this might be the last room we enter then. After the trials are complete, this is the way to go right here.
Let's finish the trials then.
Valin will note that that must be where the codicil is.
Let's hope that that is not the last entrance we go through.
About this other door. You remember last time we interacted with frost giants, we had to prove ourselves.
Nothing happens when you approach the door.
How many doors are in this room?
There are 6 total. 4 in this sort of nearby vicinity that don't look exceptionally crazy like the one to the north and the south. The one to the north has frost giant ladies on it and says something about Vasavikin, and the one to the south is very obviously the Frostmaiden or some Frostmaiden shit.
Well, there's. Should we just start this? One of these non-conspicuous looking doors, like the ones that don't look like they're going to fucking kill us if we open them?
Probably a good idea, I think.
Those are the ones with the like engravings
Mhm.
on top of it too, right?
No, these don't have any engravings on top of them. The
Oh, they
way I
don't?
described it last week was inaccurate. It was just for dramatic effect.
Yeah, with Gabar, I think we might want to start in the center here before we venture north or south.
Sure thing.
Which door do you choose? Valin will say. I will command my shield guardian to open it.
We're nice and close to this one here.
I don't like that one. Let's go to the other one. I don't
Right.
fucking care. Let's go.
All right, so this is the one that you choose.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach the door, yeah, it does. $16. Okay. So as the shield guardian comes up and pushes the door. Is it a pull door? Yeah, let's say it's a pull door. So he takes these sort of small double doors. It could be a single door, but it's fucking made for like a frost giant, so it's huge. And he like slides them towards you and opens the door. Wait, not map, light. There we go. I will open this door. Bada boom. Beyond. Oh, he'll move out the way so you guys can look in. Beyond, you will see a room that says G15 on it. The walls of this oddly shaped room are etched with elaborate panoramas of winter scenes, right? So like wolves running through the snow and stuff, but it's not like a painting on the wall, kind of like, oh, you can definitely tell what this is. It's all designs and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like anything's too specific. It's a sort of amorphous sort of designs that fill the entirety of this room. And on the back wall over here, you will see a door inscribed with this large blue, no, not blue, inscribed with this large snowflake. And there is a lintel above the door, and it says one word: cruelty.
Have to be the same person to go through all the trials.
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe we all got to go through that door.
We'd rather not, so maybe we just send one person in first and then see what happens. One person as in, I don't know, a big robot thing. I don't say robot, like big construct thing.
He will go step towards the door, and then he hits some sort of invisible surface right at the face of the door. He will go for it again. He gets pushed back again. As you guys will see a ripple of an invisible force. He
I don't think
spins
it
on his
allows-
heel. He turns back towards you guys.
I don't think it would allow somebody like him. Maybe somebody with more soul. At that point, I will step inside.
Sure, you step inside. As you do, Valen will sort of take a cautious sort of peer inside, and she'll say, "Are we sure we wish to start with cruelty?"
Might be
The
best to
worst one
get
out of
that.
the way.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the other ones? Perseverance, endurance, and isolation?
Yeah. Cruelty might suck the most.
Preservation, endurance, cruelty.
Isolation.
I guess I just forgot to write that down last week.
Sapphira, you step inside of this room, there is no change. Again, I will say, above this lintel of this door, way back here, is the word cruelty.
Suppose I'll test if it allows another person in,
Sure.
and if the staff has any like magical resonance with this place.
Sure. You don't. You're attuned to the staff now.
I'm hesitant to do it in her own domain, so
Mhm.
probably not.
Okay, so it is almost impossible to hold on to.
Okay.
You can sort of wrap it with whoever furs that is around, and make like a big cuff for it that you can sort of hold it, and that'll do fine, I guess. But it's still, you could feel that radiating cold out of it. But yeah, you can step through with no interaction with the staff. You can also enter this chamber.
Well, it's at least I'll go into the chamber then.
Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about the everybody going thing because 7 people in a chamber of isolation seems ironic.
Just as long as we're able to pass them all. I don't care.
We must all pass, yes?
And
Would seem
Yes.
logical to
Yeah.
go together.
let's
Valen will say something about like, if there's more of us, we're more likely to succeed.
Oral wishes to separate us. She must try first.
Take inspiration.
There we go. Need
all
that.
right. Sapphira, lead the way then. We're behind you.
Okay, I'm about to step in and give you take my DM powers and say, until Nate is here, I do not want to do this room.
Fair enough.
Fair.
We can do any other one until Nate is here. I do not want to do that room.
I will step back and I will say, on second thought, I think Philin is right.
Love you guys.
We should
Not
try
trying
to-
not trying to be
Nate's
too
here?
meta. Yeah, but you're not.
Okay.
You're not. We'll get
Okay.
to that in a minute.
Okay. I got you. All right.
All right. Do you wish to? If you wish, I will sort of open all the options up to you. You can open each of the doors, in each of these sort of antechambers here, and the one to the northeast is, I'll do them in a circle, right? So it's cruelty is the northwest, and then fucking hell, man, I got too many notes. And then northeast is endurance. Southeast is isolation, and southwest is preservation.
You know, maybe endurance is better to start with while we're all topped up as good as we're gonna get.
Good point. That would be bottom left,
Top right.
Upright.
top right. Whoopsie.
All right, so you guys gonna enter this chamber?
After you, Sapphira.
I will go in.
All right, you step in, no problem.
Keep stepping forward.
Yep, nothing's gonna happen to you till you get to the end of the room.
Ooh, okay. In
Gabar,
that case-
as you're walking in, Sonar will follow after you and boing, bounce off of this force field.
Erdair, it appears I am unable to cross this threshold.
It would seem so. It might be for the best while we do these trials for you to stay back, anyways, and just stay safe for a moment while we do this. Stay with the Guardian, and call us if anything comes after us.
I bear no wish to part thy side.
I don't want you to stay behind either, but this is something we have to do, and I don't think Oral will let you in.
He will sort of float down to his feet, because remember, he can bend his legs now. And he will get onto one knee, right? And he'll look you right in your eyes with this undead pumpkin breath. And he will put a hand on your shoulder, and he will say,
This shall be a perilous trial. Hold fast to the teachings of Sahanin Munbo. You shall prevail, for I have faith in thee.
I know you do. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll be back in a moment. Just stay safe. Stay with the Guardian. Watch our backs for us. We'll need it.
I await thine return, Erdair.
Look forward to seeing you again. Hopefully soon.
we get this sort of lingering camera shot as Sonar watches as his ward, his the person he's supposed to protect, walks away from him.
Charge. Is that like the word?
Yeah, charge. Yeah, that's it. And we cut to the group of you guys. Are you all sort of gathering in this chamber here?
Yes.
Yeah, let me make my way
Well,
over.
at least.
Do all the rooms have the same panoramic winter view on it?
Not identical.
They're different.
They're different, yeah.
Yeah.
But you do see a door with this sort of snowflake sort of symbol carved into it. And above it, it says endurance.
Whenever you're ready, Sapphire, I do think if we're gonna have to endure, it's better to endure together. We might all want to go in.
And stay close. And as I say that, I will go inside.
You put your hand on this sort of, there's like a sort of indentation where with a handle that you could sort of put your hand inside of and pull.
Mhm.
And as the door cracks just an inch, there is a burst of wind right? That swirls all around you. You guys cover your faces and your eyes because it's so surprising. And when you open them, you are no longer in the same place. In fact, you're not sure where you are. But you feel overwhelmed. As before you find yourselves standing, all of you together, standing under an endless starry sky. It goes on and on and on as far as you can see. You stand atop an icy surface, what appears to be a frozen lake or river or water of some sort, which is also absolutely endless. There is no landmarks or differentiation in this ice whatsoever. The ice is unusually clear, allowing you to see through it with little distortion. A faint light glistens underneath of you. A frozen sigil rests on the bed deep, deep, deep within the dark waters.
Yes, that's where we got to get to then, eh?
We need to endure
That is our objective.
frigid cold in order to get to this.
I mean, the good news is we kind of have training in this already.
True.
We had the shield
Okay.
guardian punching the ice though.
The frigid cold under the water.
Just like
Yeah,
last
this-
time, the thickness of the ice, we should determine it immediately. But can think of no better way than like the last time, digging somehow, brute force.
So just to verify, all around us, frozen lake, snowy landscape that's like on the horizon almost, right?
Yeah, there is no landscape whatsoever. It is
Yeah.
just frozen lake as
Frozen
far as the eye
lake.
can see, and starry sky. They meet in the middle,
Oh,
and that's all you
gotcha.
can see.
Okay. And then deep down is a bed with a light deep in the water.
Yeah, the seabed, and deep, 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 fucking deep down there is a little faint glowing sigil that you can barely make out through the ice.
Are we able to estimate the distance, like 100, 1,000?
It's too hard to the way the water. You know what I'm talking about. It's too hard to tell.
And we
It's very
can't tell
deep.
what the sigil is, or does it look like
Mm,
just snowflake sigil?
I can say a perception check for that.
Fuck. I'm so bad at perception.
It's hard to say. You think it might be a snowflake.
I mean, besides this faint light, we don't see anything of note, right?
No, just endless water, frozen water around you, and a starry sky, and it just keeps going. Like there is no landmarks or anything around you.
And this is ice we're on?
Yes.
Probably a long shot, but if I start to cast shape water and try to move some of the ice, does anything happen with it?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do?
I want to move 5 feet. I want to melt 5 feet of the ice to water. Something not under us, but like
You do it.
Okay.
It's actually not. It's actually not that deep. Maybe 10 inches. Like that's not that much ice. I mean.
Oh, so there's 10
ice
inches of
is
so it'd
ice.
be easy to get through.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all know what's going on here, right? We swim down to touch that sigil and get worked out of here.
I was really hoping there would be an easier way.
I mean, look at what we're dealing with.
If swimming is the task, I can take it.
I mean, we're all here. I think there's only one way out for all of us.
It had to be underwater, didn't it?
Oh wait,
So-
did I
Didn't he cast water breathing on us before in the last 24 hours?
No, I have it. I can ritual cast.
You can ritual cast it if you want.
That's what he's gonna do.
Okay. You begin to set out your sort of ritual on the frozen sort of ice, and it's cold, and there's just this light sort of wind that sort of lifts up snow off the ice, and it dances around. So yeah, you can definitely cast water breathing on everyone that's here.
I guess while he's doing that, the rest of us, we got to work on breaking through this ice a little bit. I guess, yeah.
I mean, I've just
Yeah,
opened up a 5-foot hole.
Oh, okay.
Everyone can fit. Everyone can fit through it.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Sapphira, do you want to go?
Maybe is the shield guardian with us?
No, he couldn't.
couldn't make it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Neither
so
could Sonar.
Sonar and the Shield Guardian couldn't make it in.
Okay.
Oh, he's muted. Yeah, Illican will go up to the edge, and he'll probably go first. He can transform into shark, I believe. Yes,
Okay,
hunter shark.
awesome. That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, and he'll do it before going in because he knows it's going to be cold as balls either way. But he feels like
Yep.
if he was in a shark form, it'd be more bearable somehow.
All right, so you're gonna go first then.
Yeah, he'll once he turns into the shark, he'll flop inside.
All right, splash into the water, right? And even inside of this sort of leathery shark skin, right? You are freezing, right? And you can immediately feel whatever kind of, I don't know the anatomy of sharks very well, but you can feel your shark blood slowing, right? And you are feeling like sluggish in this water. It is supernaturally cold. And you're going to try and start making your way down towards the sigil.
He'll wait for everyone else to get in first, but he is.
I have a feeling that if you sit any longer in this water, you're going to start freezing to death.
You like
Go,
if he
bro.
sits well, I guess a shark has to just swim anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
Sure,
Yeah, if you
yes.
sit still, you're gonna suffocate. So
If you sit still, you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
die. Yeah,
yeah, so I just gotta go. He's going.
you gotta go. Yeah. All right, you're going.
Yeah,
Does
I'm
anyone
going.
join Illican?
Can I try to like shark fin ride him?
Could I do
Ooh.
a mental connection to him? Well, Gabar, I guess, if he's gonna go, I'll do a mental connection with Gabar before they
Okay.
go.
All right, so Gabar, you're gonna jump in and grab onto Illican's fin, and you're both
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not
swim.
a strong swimmer, so it's
Okay.
now or never for me.
Okay. All right. So as you guys begin to swim down, right? I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
who's got the bag of holding? Big Smile.
Big
Yo.
smile.
You guys aren't in my aura anymore, are you?
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
a dead dog might weigh us down, so we sink faster.
So, Illican, you get one success. Gabar, you failed.
Mm-hmm.
You take 11 points of cold damage.
Brutal.
As
Oh,
you
man.
immediately feel your lungs, like, even though you can sort of breathe this cold water now, right? It's freezing the inside of your lungs, and the pressure of this cold water is making your muscles tense up and stuff. So you can hold on relatively well. But it's gonna be a rough ride. You guys have only made it like a little bit.
That was a really good damage roll too. Fuck me.
I'm gonna need total 6 rolls.
Oh. Is it
fuck.
is it too late for me to join them? Kind of like
You
give
can
them a
jump in
+3?
after. You want to jump in after?
Yeah, I'm jumping in. If I'm seeing Gabar kind of like struggling, I'm gonna jump in after.
All right.
Wait, so it
Oh,
doesn't matter how fast they swim. It's just 6 rolls total.
Well, his because of the shark being able to swim faster, the DC is reduced.
Ah,
But if Sapphira goes in, I'm gonna pour in after her. Does the aura emanate
Yeah.
through
So
water?
how far?
No,
how far is
fuck.
the aura? How far is the range of the aura? 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
All right. If you fail one check, the shark is gonna get outside of your aura. But for right now, it's still inside of it. All right. It's right on the edge. Okay. So you see, like Sapphira immediately jump in, right? And Sapphira.
I'm going with Sapphira too.
All right.
Yeah. I guess
V
if
jumps
everybody's
in.
in,
All right,
Everybody
Valen
to
jumps
win.
in. All right, so everyone jumps in. All right,
Yeah.
very cool.
Trying to get that bonus.
All right, so I'll say, so we got Gabar. So some people aren't going to be able to get the bonus unless they're like super good at swimming. Let me.
I'll go in last because I was gonna burn a key point to do Step of the Wind if that'll help me rifle through this water any quicker.
Yeah, I don't think it will. Like you're stepping on the water. I don't know. You got to tell me how that works.
It's like dashing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody's dashing, right? So like,
Yeah.
he is a
But
four.
he's triple
monk.
dashing.
I am technically a rock. Does that mean I sink
crit.
quicker?
Hello, Chris. How would you explain to me this Step of the Wind?
Yeah, I mean, thematically, it probably doesn't work too well, to be honest.
Okay, well, you can make it work if you want to, but you have to sell me on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't have a good way that would
Okay.
I think makes sense for Big Smile.
Okay, so everyone now, so remember your successes and failures, right? So, well, it doesn't matter failures. You just take damage. So remember your successes. Everybody needs to roll con save. Don't roll another one. This is still first round. Like everybody that hasn't rolled yet, roll one. Eric, take care of Valen for me.
And me as well, please.
Oh, yeah. I'll do V. Actually, I'll do Valen. No, I'll do V.
19, baby.
I'm sorry. Did you say 6 rolls or 6 successes?
6 successes.
Oh, shit.
But no, I thought
Oh,
it's
my
not 6
God.
rolls.
Nope. No, you can keep floundering in the water until you die. Like, what is going to happen? You have to touch the sigil to get out of here.
Holy shit.
I forgot one more thing. I forgot one more very important thing. As you guys dive into the water, right? You can feel this piercing cold, right? Your minds travel to when you were with the Regeds, enduring this long march through the winter landscape. Everyone gets a +1 to their checks because the Regeds sort of trained you in the surviving the cold. So everybody gets a +1, just static bonus. Let me roll for V Constitution saving throw.
If they're in my aura.
All right. So we're going to start with Big Smile. You succeed.
Cool.
Valen fails. Let me just go ahead and roll the damage for this round. Actually, she'll just take the 11. Quintus, you succeed. Sapphira, you succeed. And V succeeds. So everybody gets 1 check in the barrel.
Okay.
You continue to dive down as the water gets colder. And you can feel it's almost like a slushy, right? It's almost like slushy water as you guys are swimming through it. I need everybody to make your checks again. Who is outside of the aura radius? I think
Big Smile.
Big Smile's out of it.
I'm assuming we probably are, I don't know. It's 10-foot radius.
We're a little faster, so
You are a little faster. Your DC's reduced. Well, your
yeah.
DC's already reduced, so y'all will be going fast. Y'all will be going faster. So no, you are outside of the radius.
Outside of
the
the
shark-
radius,
the
but
shark
you
is
get,
also
you get a
big.
reduced, yeah.
Yeah, but you already have yours reduced. All right, Sapphira, that is your second success. Big Smile.
Fuck, I'm gonna die.
You get a +1. That is a fail, though. Big Smile.
Fuck.
Let me roll damage for
I
this
failed.
round. It's only 5. So Big Smile takes the damage. Gabar, you failed. Quintus, you failed, and the shark failed. So all of you take 5 damage.
Can you
Uh,
just
the
give
one's
me
got
like a
21.
shark?
Those of you who
Jay,
are yes, go ahead.
if you don't mind, can you just give me a shark token so I can fiddle with the health?
Sure. What is it? Just a regular shark? Oh, what is it
Hunter
called?
shark.
Hunter shark. There you go. Yeah, I got
Or
one of
you could
those.
just use the temp HP thing on your character sheet.
It's okay.
Oh, it's true. It's true. But thank you.
I'll set it up so you can have it. Wait, how do you do that? Is it under edit? Wait, do you have control of it?
Oh yeah, I have control of it. I just need
I already
the
gave it to
health
you.
bar, the like visual.
Yeah, so you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Oh, fucking sick. Okay. All right. Was that everybody? Okay.
Me?
Oh, V. Fucking god damn it, Nate.
Nate.
Fail.
It's all right. I'm
Wait.
okay. What?
Yeah, fail. Yeah, fail.
Hold on, you're
plus
plus
the
3.
aura and the +1.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh,
Yeah.
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
15
15.
fails. Damn.
Yes.
12.
God.
All right, I'm failed too.
It's 6. You said. I thought at first you said 6 rolls. It's 6 successes, not 6 rolls.
That's right.
6 successes.
6 successes at
Which
DC
is
at
a
least 16.
hell of a lot worse.
Okay, well now that V is here, hold up. Let me separate V's token from everybody. Nate,
I
did
thought
you
you
want
said
to did you want to take a short rest? We got to do this now because I'm starting to eat away at your hit points and you're gonna die.
I don't think I was missing any hit points.
Oh
Unless
no,
I
you were
was.
missing all of them.
You're missing
Oh,
like.
I thought I
almost
got
three.
healed. My bad. Yes.
You had
please,
17
please,
hit
short
points.
rest.
I did give you
Please.
8.
Almost got him.
Please.
Okay, all right. So that's
I
7
forgot.
times.
Yeah, I totally forgot. We had a huge ass fucking fight last fucking session.
Didn't
7,
V get like
14.
some healing?
Yeah, what's V? Do you know your con mod off the top of your head?
Yeah, it's
I got it.
14.
They're currently at 31 out of 38. So they're pretty good actually. And I gave him the aid too. I haven't fucked with the max total, but okay. So V needs to take some damage. I'm gonna move V's token out so I can just like keep it away from you guys. Okay.
Should have done this before
Yeah,
the fight.
you burned them all. You burned all my.
Yes,
short
all
rounds?
of them.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Okay. And then I added the 1 point from the. I did it all. All right. So those of you who failed, feel yourselves getting closer, but also not any closer at all, as the cold sort of pushes in on you. I need some more saves, please.
Boy.
Dude, you're.
Villain got 21.
I got 13.
Oh, 13.
Okay, Valin succeeds. Spyra
This is
fails.
in my aura. But I think that still
Sapphira-
fails.
Sapphira fails. Gabar fails. Big Smile fails. Quintus fails. The shark succeeds.
V.
Oh, V. Fuck. Wait, was that the? I did.
Nice.
That's a success.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. So that's 1 success for V. V, just keep track of your successes, okay? I'm
Yeah,
trying to-
2. I thought 2, and I got 2.
Successes.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
succeeded on the first one.
Okay. All right. You guys continue to swim. It is grueling. Thank God you can hold your breath. Or like, thank God you don't have to hold your breath. Because it would be nearly impossible. I need another set of checks, please. Another set of saves, please.
Am I not taking damage from that one?
Oh
or-
God. Oh yeah, I forgot about the damage. Thank you.
Teacher.
right,
Teacher,
7.
we're missing homework. Am I
7.
halved by this or?
Yes.
Okay, so I take 3.
Nice.
All right. So Big Smile fails. Gabar fails. Valin fails.
16.
Yeah, okay, that was right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Illican succeeds. Quintus fails. Sapphira fails.
MV.
16 fails.
Wait, you got a 16? 12?
Because of the
13,
plus
14,
one.
15. Oh, the plus one. I'm sorry.
I should probably add that actually now that I think about it.
Am I in the aura?
16 saves. Yes.
Okay, so
It is a success.
Okay, it's DC 16. I'll just tell you guys now. Gavar, you only have to beat a DC 14.
Still can't beat it.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, buddy. Did everybody
failing.
whoever failed took 7 damage?
Did V roll?
Not yet. God damn it, Nate.
It's all right. I'll remind you.
You failed.
Again, plus the 4.
Yes.
16 is the threshold.
Would you like me to
Alright.
roll V?
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
You focus on Valen. Okay. Everybody needs to make the checks again, but it is getting much, much colder and much, much harder to continue swimming. All right, Valen succeeds.
You got it,
Gabar
Gabar.
succeeds.
Nice, Kabar.
Big Smile succeeds.
Yeah.
Sapphira fails. The Shark succeeds. V succeeds.
I think I might have rolled an extra time. Is this 4 or 5?
I'm up to 4, but I think
4.
I might be ahead.
Okay.
This should be. I think this was 5 because I have 3 successes. I remember failing twice. How many?
Yeah, I have 2 and 2 before I'm rolling right now. So does that math out?
Oh, okay, yeah. 2 and 2, and then this roll, yeah, would be 5. This is 5th.
Okay.
That's a fail. You take the 7.
How much damage do we have to take this round?
7. Wait, was that last round?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
last
think that was
round.
last round.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ, I'm losing track. 8.
Yeah, I'm looking at the math. It's not looking good.
All right.
This is 6.
All right. You guys are struggling against this water to try to swim down, and it doesn't seem like this glyph is getting any closer. All you can really hope to do, and now if you struggle to look up, now it's just darkness above you. You cannot see any sort of light around you except for this blue glowing glyph straight down. Let's get those next Constitution saving throws, please.
Quintus
Well,
is going to say fuck Oral, fuck her trials. He's going to try and grab V and cast Dimension Door.
Oh shit.
V has. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
How much health do I have?
You have 19 health.
Okay.
So you're refusing to participate in this round? Is what you're saying?
I mean, I'll try and move, but I'm trying to cast a spell.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you're like, fuck Oral, fuck the trials. I'm out of here. That's your mentality.
No, I'm not playing by her rules. Is my if you want me to beat this game, I'm gonna beat it my fucking way, not yours.
Oh, you're trying to Dimension Door down.
Yeah, I'm trying to get down to touch the sigil.
Oh.
500 feet.
How many successes do you have?
2.
Make a
Yeah, and V, if you think this is too risky, you can always
No.
just opt to not go with the dimension door.
No, I'm not opting to suffer.
Okay. Let's finish out this round real quick, and then I'll get back to you.
Am
Valen
I still
succeed-
rolling or no?
No. Sapphire, I'm rolling for you anyways. So
I know, I was
Sapphire
just-
succeeds. Gabar succeeds with flying colors. Big Smile succeeds. The shark fails. Takes 7 cold damage. Okay. Now, Quintus, with this cold surrounding you, right? Your head is pounding and you can hear your heartbeat radiate throughout your body, right? Like vibrate your body. You swim over towards V. With the water is so cold, it's like freezing your eyeballs. And you reach over, grab V, and you look down towards the sigil and try to teleport yourself, right, down to the bottom. And as you do, you feel the of the spell whisking you away, and you slam on a hard, icy floor as you just failed the test. And V came with you. You find yourselves returned in this chamber that you once left, soaking wet.
How do we know we failed?
You don't. But you'll know
oh,
as soon as them
okay.
motherfuckers, you'll know. But you didn't touch no glyph, right? You didn't
Yeah.
touch no glyph. That spell that warped you away, warped you right on out of the trial.
Okay. So we could have, I mean, we could succeed or fail. We have no clue.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, insight tells you that you didn't touch the glyph, so you didn't beat the trial. Okay. You guys watch as in a sort of icy whir of how, you know, oh, isn't it like ice freezes up your bodies and then it like
Yeah.
shatters? Okay, ice freezes up their bodies and they shatter like how when Quintus casts his spell and he disappears with V. Next round. Let's get some Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice, Kabar.
Oof.
I am just
Alright.
playing
Big
it.
Smile, Big Smile succeeds. Gabar succeeds. Sapphira succeeds. Valen succeeds. The shark fails. It takes 6 points of damage.
How you doing, Elican?
Doing okay for now. I just need 2 more.
Okay, you need 2 more. Does
Yeah.
anyone else need 2 more?
I need
Yep.
3.
Valen needs 2.
Okay, fucking sick. All right. You notice that the water, so the this sort of murky sort of seabed is now closer. You can tell, right? Those of you that have 2 left, right? But it is as if, you know how like there's vents, like warm vents underneath of near the crust of the earth and stuff that like creates hot water, like boiling hot water. It's like the reverse, where it's freezing cold water is pushing you backwards as you try to swim against it. Those of you had 2 left. Let's get another set of saves, please. Valen succeeds. The shark fails.
11. Yeah, that fails.
Big Smile fails. Gabar succeeds. Sapphira succeeds.
That is my 6th success.
You succeeded. That was your last success?
Yep.
No fucking way. All right. So, Sapphira, as you are swimming down to the bottom, right, you have passed the shark. You look around. You're not even sure where your friends are anymore. You're just trying to get out of this freezing cold water, right? Now, here's the deal. You reach the bottom, and you can see on this sort of seabed, there's a flat rock. And sort of carved into this rock is a sigil glowing this blue, like radiating sort of, it like illuminates the murk around you.
Mhm.
It is that of like a snowflake. You swim down and you're about to touch it when you look up and you can see that some of your friends are still struggling to get to the bottom, using they have been using your aura. Now you can do one of two things. You can wait there and keep having to make the saves, or you can touch the glyph and get out and succeed the trial.
I'm gonna wait here.
I thought so.
Yeah, I was
All right.
gonna do that anyway. So
All right. So let's say in that case, just everybody that's near the bottom, right? So who needs you? Everybody's at 2 needed left, right?
Yeah, so is that close enough to Sapphire to get the +3?
I will allow it.
Okay.
All right. Let me get.
No, hold on, damage for that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Did it? I thought everyone succeeded. Oh no, Big Smile
No.
failed.
I thought Shark.
And Illican.
That's 11.
Ooh,
Ouch.
that's an ouchie.
How you looking, Big Smile?
18.
Okay. All right, now let's get those con saves, please. Valen succeeds.
Fuck me.
That was Valen's final one?
Yep, that was her 6th.
19.
Okay, so Gabar fails. Big Smile fails. The Hunter Shark succeeds.
Oh, actually 20, I guess. Plus one.
Sapphira, you need to make that save as well.
oh yeah. Whoopsie. I am still in the ocean after all, or in this water.
You are. You fail.
That's a fail.
Uh, 7 points of damage.
Lose 3.
On fails. Valen is swimming down, right? And Sapphira, you see her approach you, and it's like in the Goblet of Fire, where they like see each other underwater, and they're like trying to communicate with each other, like, I'm going in. You know, like Valen like says to Sapphira, like, I'm doing it. And she swims down and touches the sigil. And as she does, there's this flash of blue light, and she fucking disappears. Right? In the other room, V and Quintus, what have you guys been doing in this couple of, maybe, couple seconds, 10, 15 seconds, anything?
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
It was worse than I thought. I hope everyone else is okay.
Oh, there goes my plan to get off this rock alive. Yeah, I guess we're just violently trying to dry off then.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use prestidigitate.
Sure. When there is a splash nearby you, and standing there is Valen Harpel, right? Drenched, soaking wet, right? And you will see that hovering about an inch above her forehead is a glowing symbol, right? That looks like a snowflake. This sort of, where there are 4, like there's a cross. I could probably draw it. Here's my draw tool, freehand. Blue. Okay, if you go back in the main chamber, you'll see it. There's cross section of little ones, and then there's these big ones that go across like this, like that, right? And
Where did you get that?
they sort of look like this, right? Do you guys sort of see the imagery?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
like the island.
so there, yes, like the island, except it is divided into 4 quadrants, right? One of the quadrants, like the rest of the snowflake is white. One of the quadrants lights up blue, right? Corresponding to like where you guys are. So it would be the top right one is glowing blue on her forehead of this symbol that floats above her head. We cut back to the rest of the group. We need some more saves. Success.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Success.
Success.
Oh, nice, Sapphira.
Wait.
Like,
No, that's an 11. That's a.
oh,
Gabar, you
thank
succeed.
God.
Was that your last one, Gabar?
No, I need one more, and I'm at 4 hit points. So this is
Make or
This is-
break.
do or fucking die for
I-
Gabar.
Come on, dude.
I feel like if Illikin can succeed, it would make sense Gabar could just kind of go with him at the same time. But
I feel like
Ooh.
if it comes down to it, at one point he's gonna have to get either separated from you or you separate. You know what I mean? Like if one of you
Yeah,
succeeds, the other
I feel
one
like
doesn't.
with you failing there and me succeeding, I feel that was me pulling myself up and jumping off of the front.
Yeah,
you know,
trying
trying
to
Yeah.
swim. Yeah, because
I feel like that was it.
yeah, now
Checking
it's
off
like
the side of the shark.
yeah, now it's the make or break, right? Like where you're like, fuck everybody else. I'm gonna die if I don't like get out of here. All right. So if you failed, you will take 3 points of damage, which isn't that much.
Oh, okay.
That was one to fail. That was it, because that would have actually kept me alive.
The
All
next
right.
one, you take 11 damage.
No one got out this round, right?
No.
All right,
Yeah.
let's make them again.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Fuck, thank you.
All right, Sapphira. All right, so the heart shark failed again. Big smile. Let me get yours. Oh, but you have the
Look at
aura,
him.
right? Big
If-
smile has the aura. Yes.
If Sapphira's still there,
You
then it's
succeed.
a pass.
So Sapphira and the shark take 7 points.
I can imagine that the shark just kind of like, as soon as it stops and takes the pain, it just it lurches Gabar off its back.
Yeah, so Gabar, you mad swim down, right? And reach down and you can almost touch it and flash of light, you teleport out. Who did anybody else get out this round? Big
Yeah,
smile.
same. Yeah,
Same thing. You right after Gabar swim down, look at Sapphira, touch the symbol, boom, you're out. Now all that's left is this shark and Sapphira.
Name of the shark.
Would the shark like to continue swimming down?
oh yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
Let me get 2 more saves, one from Sapphira and one from the shark.
That's a fail.
That the
Oh,
shark
thank
That's
God.
a success.
Okay, so you do take Sapphira, you do take another 8 points of cold damage.
Reduce to 4.
Yes. As you can also reach down and touch the sigil as soon as the shark is gone. All right.
Make sure I'm the last to leave.
Each of you splash right into the chamber. And as I described with Valen, floating about an inch above your forehead, there is a symbol of a snowflake. And one of the quadrants is lit up. But you are soaking wet. You're beat to shit. Like once you get out, you're like, like coughing up water, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll drop the shark form.
Okay.
I'll kind of like, as soon as I'm like the last to leave, I kind of look at everybody. I'm like, I don't think I'm scared of the water anymore. And then I'll turn around and immediately vomit.
It instantly freezes to the icy floor.
Oh God.
We still
Great.
help with the smell, I guess.
Yes.
I don't think Gabar's gonna be able to talk for like 5 minutes just because the chest compression from being in a polar plunge.
Yeah.
It's essentially, yeah.
For like 12 rounds. How long is that?
It's 100
Over a minute.
Over a minute.
Minute 12.
Yeah. That's brutal.
That's awful.
All right.
Fuck. We all
I
made
was
it.
keeping
What hap-
track. Quintus would have made it with one hit point.
Nice.
That was a
Whoa.
worthy gamble then.
What happened to you two? Big Small will say to the two that dipped early.
Yeah, and you will notice that they do not have floating symbols above their heads.
Oh, we're alive. I'll take that. But I'm guessing we don't match you guys. So, guess you got to play by her rules.
Is that going to be a problem? Do you got to do the trial again then?
I would have to burn through the rest of my spells for today to heal myself back up to try it again.
Bolin will also add,
How
and
important is getting them all?
I mean, it's all or nothing.
Maybe as long as one person can get in the fucking door, then all of us can.
Just as long as at least one of us makes it through all of these, I think.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too. I mean, we
But
could
if-
always just leave up the stairs. We just need one person getting through that door to the south.
Bolin will add that it's possible that if one person patches one test, and there's 4 people that have passed 4 separate tests, maybe combined. I don't know. She shrugs.
I was thinking that, but I'd like to hedge the bets a little bit every time you try it, you know. That we have as many people trying it as possible.
I think, Berlin, I think we
So-
have to complete at least one more to know that.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
The door that we're trying to get through. Can I have a super brief explanation?
Yes. So there is a door to the south that has like 2 statues that are like 2 carvings on either side of it that represent
Mhm.
like the ice lady that you saw when you first came on the island, those giant, Gondor statues, right? And then above the door, there is a owl, a wolf, and a ram, like heads. And when you get close to the door, it's like you have to pass the test of the Frostmaiden in order to get through this door.
Right, and it's like a closed door,
Yes. Very
like
similar
not
to the
like
ones
like an invisible barrier. It's an actual
Mhm.
door.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
we know those
What
things
if-
have a lot
could
to
we-
combine here.
If someone that passed, if you could like maybe go to the door and see if something happens, like it lights up, or like if we just need a piece of the puzzle to get it to work.
I'm thinking we're gonna need all 4 pieces, but I'll give it a go here.
When you
Oh.
get into the close vicinity of the door, you will notice that the snowflake pattern on the door almost entirely mimics the one that's on your head. And this sort of carving, one of the quadrants lights up when you approach the door.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need all 4 of these to match the symbol on the door if we want to get through this thing.
Although Vlyn might
So
be on
Vlyn may be
something.
right. Yeah, Vlyn may be right.
But we'll need to send somebody. We'll need somebody to stay out. One of you who already passed the endurance trial to test it.
Well, you could also test it if V and Quintus succeed on the next test. 'Cause you didn't succeed
Correct.
on the first one, so.
Correct. We might as well try one more and see.
All right, well, there's 3, technically 2 doors left.
Go right here.
Yeah, are you
Door
fucking
right.
home? Are you home yet, Nate? Like, drive faster.
Yeah, I just I just logged in on Roll20.
We'll
You
pay
did?
the ticket.
Okay, all right.
Log on
All
faster.
right, V's in, so you guys can do any which one you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Zoom up right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
have
you
a
guys-
question.
Yes.
Do I get wild shapes back?
Long rest.
On a short
rest,
rest.
actually.
Short. Well, it normally would be a short rest, but I don't know how it applies here.
Yeah.
I think you would have, yeah.
All right. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one then. I have one. That is very valuable. Thank you.
And you guys
Quintus.
are beat up.
Quintus, V, do you guys want to try the next one? Then we'll know for sure if we all need to do all of it.
Might as well.
Yeah,
Is
might as
what's
well.
the next trial that we're doing?
Well, dealer's choice there, lass. We still have cruelty, isolation, and
Preservation sounds much too like endurance for my liking.
yeah.
Maybe isolation then.
So it's cruelty, isolation, and what?
Preservation.
Preservation, yeah.
Preservation.
Erdair,
Cruelty, isolation,
the
preservation.
body heals, the soul endures 9 hit points.
Yeah, it does. Maybe that will help.
So I guess
Actually,
there's no-
Sonar will actually ask like what happened, and he will say,
My perception of time is a bit different, but you were gone for so long.
How long?
30 minutes, perhaps.
Oh.
Is he being legit or is he just being like expression like, oh, you were gone so long? He's legit.
I don't
yeah,
think he's
you
capable of
roll an
sarcasm.
insight on your friend, and you realize that he's not capable of sarcasm. You really were gone for quite some time, though his perception of time is a little bit different since he's been alive for hundreds of years or whatever. But he was like, yeah, y'all were gone for way too long.
Damn.
No, we probably can't drag our feet completing these trials then.
Anybody got a 3-sided coin?
Does that work?
Dealer's choice, Quintus, whatever you're thinking.
I guess preservation then.
Godspeed.
You guys head over to the preservation door. Now, does everyone wish to enter?
No.
No, I think this is the one that Gabar was dreading the most. I'm gonna hover
What
at
was the full
door.
tenet of preservation? If anybody knows,
That was it.
or
I
was
think.
there not?
It was
It's
just
like
just a
preservation.
word.
Mhm.
Okay,
Probably like an
I
environmental.
thought it was like a
thing, though.
phrase. Yeah.
Actually, why don't Sophira make a history check?
Sure.
I'll give you
Not gonna
advantage.
be great.
I'll give you
Advantage, okay. 10.
Okay. You remember part of the full tenet? And it's every flake of snow is unique.
I
There's
will
more.
say
There's more to it, but you can't remember.
every flake of snow is unique. That's all I remember.
I will go.
I'm just gonna heal up one more time before this one too.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think I got a healing potion on
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm drinking Celtic's Common Cure.
me. I do have a potion feeling.
Okay. Before you
And I
drink
don't anymore.
Celtic Common Cure, you plunk, pop the cork open. Why don't you make an Arcana check for me?
Natural 20.
No, don't fucking drink it. Don't
No.
fucking drink it. Don't fucking drink it. Don't fucking drink it. It's gonna kill you. You're gonna die.
I think I bring it up.
Have
just so I
have
let-
we never drank it before?
No, we've been holding on to it.
God,
Any
I've
of
been
them?
drinking
Oh, I
it.
All this
smell it.
time.
So I smell it and I bring it up to drink it, and I'm like, wait, like that doesn't smell like elderberries and root grass. Do I get a sense of like, is it a poison?
It's similar because you got a natural 20. It's similar in nature to alchemist fire, but it also the thing is so because you got a natural 20, I'll just let you know, like you can mix potions right? But it doesn't usually go well. It can, but it usually doesn't. And he said that this was like a potion of heroism mixed with a potion of healing, right? And he didn't do it right. So it's going to have very adverse effects. And guys, I've been dreading the moment that you guys are in the heat of battle and you're just like, I drink Celtic's Common Cure. And I was like, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Smells like elderberries, but it tastes like piss and pain.
Yeah. I'll look at it for a second. I'll cork it and I put it back in my belt. And I'm just gonna look over to Big Smile and be like, if Celtic survived the Sharthan Dragon attack, I'm gonna fucking kill him myself.
No good.
It's fucking shite. I mean, if you want to get really fucking drunk one more time, it'd be a great way to die, but that fucking arsehole. How much you spend for this? 50 gold?
I don't think that much. I can't remember, but we'll add them to the list.
Celtic's common crap.
All right, so
Could you coat a blade in it? Is it any use?
You can maybe throw it at someone and start them on fire.
it's like the eggs from the last game where you're just gonna try to stuff them down the boss's throat.
That almost worked.
It almost worked.
What?
It did
Don't
not.
give him context. It's
Don't
funnier
worry
that
about
way.
it.
How much does a regular healing potion do?
2d4 plus 2.
No context D&D.
All right, so where are you guys going? The test of preservation?
Yeah.
Who's going?
I'm going.
I'll go into the chamber as an act of support, but I will leave you two to actually complete the trial.
Okay, so you're going to head into the chamber of the test of preservation. I'm not sure which chamber it is. I think it's
The alphabetical order, left to right.
it is.
The way you described it.
IP. Yeah, that would be the last
Cruelty,
one.
endurance, isolation,
Preservation is this one over here.
preservation.
Wait, preservation is that one? Oh,
Wait, is it?
Bottom
wait.
left.
I
you
thought it was
said.
that. I thought preservation was this one.
I mean, probably doesn't really
19.
matter.
Yes, no, preservation is actually this one.
Aha.
It was so close. It was so close to actually being alphabetical order.
All right, I'll do it.
All right, so you guys enter this chamber.
Yep.
V, do you enter as well? You said you're going.
Yeah,
out.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going in.
Flynn
I'm
goes
sitting
in.
at like 11 hit points.
I'll try one more.
I might sit this one out.
Yeah, I think we should all sit it out except for these two.
Yeah. Pick up the slack.
Well, I mean, we should maybe have one of you, if this theory is wrong, have at least 2 trials under their belt.
Who has
No,
the most hit
maybe-
My
points?
thoughts.
How's Vlyn? how are
But
you feeling?
again, if you send only 2 people in and they fucking fail, the
Then the
more
other
the more
couple
people
people
that
will
you
go.
send, the more. Okay, so you guys didn't test it, but once you like, let's say V and Quintus tried to get back into the trial, you can't.
Oh.
Well, once you fail, right? Someone else can go in.
No, it's basically like
Oh,
once the door is opened, it's gonna take another set amount of time before it resets.
oh
shit.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
shot. Oh, shot.
If that's the case, I'll come with you.
That should work out for. Maybe might be enough.
I will
Bar,
do that.
you can hold down the fork bar. I think we can afford to sit one person on the bench here.
Don't gotta tell me twice. I'm gonna sit this one out. I do not
Yeah.
have
Alright.
hit points right now.
Good
Okay.
call.
And I really didn't want to do preservation anyways.
Okay. All right. Those of you who wish to like do this one are in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You reach out. So who grabs the door?
I'll do it again.
All
Sure.
right, Sapphira, you reach out for the door, and as you slide it open, it opens only a crack. When wind bursts out and whisks you away. And as you mask your face, once again, you find yourself elsewhere. Preservation. You find yourselves, all of you that are here in this room, that were in the room, find yourselves at the entrance of a small icy cave, very small. Outside, blades of wind gnaw at your skin from outside as a vicious blizzard rages outside. But you're inside of this cave, so you can step away from the opening a little bit and sort of mask yourself from it. Inside the cave is a small campfire. This fire has got blue flames. Next to the fire is a figure, hunched over, holding its knees. It appears to be a human boy, maybe 12 years old. He's shivering, and he's in these sort of light clothes that seem to be too large, like several sizes too large for his small, thin, frail body. He's got this sort of shaggy, sandy, sort of brownish blonde hair, and he's holding his knees. And as he looks at you, you notice his eyes are an unnatural, bright blue. Are you here to save me? Please help me.
What do you need help with?
I don't know where I am. I just want to get back home.
Can I insight this real quick?
Yeah,
sure.
I was wondering the same thing. Does this boy give off sincere vibes?
Sapphira, you are
Which one?
100% sure this kid is a child. He has
Yep.
no idea where he is,
Mhm.
why he is here, or anything. He is lost and scared and freezing to death. But you also know that with this unnatural shade of blue in his eyes, he was born on the midwinter holiday.
And I think that Sapphira, given that this boy is not really even quite sure where he is or
Mhm.
what's going on over here, and given the fact that he has like the winter eyes and everything like that, I think she's willing to actually protect him.
You're the snowdrifters, right?
We are.
You slayed the dragon. You must be here to rescue me.
I am. I'll make sure you're safe.
While they're talking, Illiken will peer outside. Can
Yes.
he see anything discernible?
It like goes out into darkness past your view, but as soon as you get your face towards like the front entrance, the wind is like slashing at you. It is like a supernatural blizzard. It is ridiculously cold. And it's like brutal. But there's no, like, you're not sure, you can't tell any sort of discernible landmarks, but there is trees out there and like,
Trees.
sort of mountainous, but you don't recognize any of it.
Yeah, he's looking for the glowing light, but he doesn't see anything.
You
so,
don't see anything.
uh,
I tried going outside, but it's too cold. The fire is the only thing keeping me warm. Please, don't let me die. After he
Where
says
are you
that,
from?
hold up. After he says that, you will notice over above his lip, a little bit of like pubescent hairs sort of slowly sprout out in front of you. His sort of jawline, protrudes just slightly, as if he just aged right before your very eyes.
Did he get taller?
It's hard to tell.
What about us? Does anything happen to us?
No, I'm from East Haven. My family survived the attack and made their way to Brinchander. After another couple of handful of seconds, maybe 60 seconds, he ages further. Maybe another year. The hair on his face gets longer. He gets a little bit of that, patchy sort of fuzz on his face. The baby fat.
How did you get
shrinks. I don't know. I just went to bed and I woke up here.
Where I'm kind of realizing that, time is of the essence here. And I would say, where is the exit?
He sort of peers over at the entrance to the cave that you guys are standing near, where a raging blizzard erupts. But this is a small sort of lean-to cave. This is it. Like, it is just one chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably
Preservation,
whoever,
to
Big
preserve
Smile or Illican or whoever's in here would have to like hunch down. And you can tell that the only sort of source of warmth in this room is the fire.
I mean, this the test of preservation. Is it this kid we gotta preserve? I'll kind of posit that question to Quintus.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I'll oh, sorry, go ahead, Illican.
Yeah, Illican will kind of like butt in, and he'll be like, "That flame, though. I think the child is important, but the flame equally so. Without this flame, I think the cold is meant to eliminate us rather quickly. Perhaps we have to preserve this flame somehow."
Keep the flame light.
He ages further. Now a full-fledged teenager.
Anybody who knows what this flame does, we need to keep it alight.
I
Let's try.
mean-
Oh fuck! Did Gabar give me the alchemist's fire?
It's not really alchemist fire.
Oh, okay.
Could it be alchemist fire?
Well,
Maybe.
Illican can try a little produce flame and like flick it at the fire, see what happens.
Sure. You produce flame, the fire gets wider and warmer in this chamber. And when you do that, the boy ages another year, probably.
Oh,
Mm.
Not that kind of fire. Wait, no, it's blue fire.
Yeah, it makes the blue fire bigger.
Okay, well, we're not passing the trial in this room. I mean, we got to get this boy through the storm. Is that what's going on here?
Preservation.
If I go out there, I'll freeze to death.
We need that fire somehow. I don't think regular fire will work.
So wait,
Fire might be. I'll stop talking out loud and I'll say in Quintus's head. This boy is going to die.
can I
if
make
we
a
take
check
too
on the
long.
fire?
Sure, it's probably magical in nature, like a continual flame type thing. But there's nothing, super unique about it other than that. So it sort of hovers in its space, in this space. It's not necessarily part of a campfire.
I mean,
He ages another year.
I'll try and take up a bundle of the firewood and like a torch.
Sure.
Can I start bringing it outside and trying to shield it
Yeah.
as best I can?
Yeah, you try to shield it as best you can, and you step outside, and it is blistering winds like slapping you in the face, and you're trying to hold this flame, but you can barely hold yourself up as after a couple of moments the flame goes out. And you can feel the snow is hitting you so hard that it's like becoming like lodged into your flesh. Like it's like tearing you up.
So
The boy ages
step
further.
back in.
Now 16, 17. Much lankier, taller, more facial hair. He doesn't seem to have noticed.
If we keep him in this cave, he's gonna die of old age in a few minutes here.
Can I ask him how old he is?
12 years. But his voice is a little deeper now.
If I like rub my hands and put him on his back and kind of like rub his jacket.
He ages another year.
Oh, we don't like that. Okay.
I think the warmth maybe of the fire is doing this.
I think you might be right.
But if it's preservation, are we trying to preserve him or the flame?
Good point.
Boy.
Well, I mean, Oral's Chosen have had those eyes, and I'd imagine, you know, the Frostmaiden isn't a huge fan of fire.
But I know this actually.
I'm tempted to put out the fire.
Kind of right there with you, Quintus.
Maybe don't. I'll freeze to death. Please don't do that to me.
I will keep you warm.
I do know that food preserves better in the cold.
Quintus,
But
do you have a
he'll
good-
kind of say that a little quietly, maybe not directly at the kid.
He is no longer a kid, but a young man now as he ages further. Probably
Oh
almost 20.
gosh.
Do you have a good way to put this fire out, Quintus? I think we're running out of options here.
We are there.
Order my boots? No.
Is there a way? Can I look outside and see if there's like a way out?
It's just open tundra.
Yeah, can I take the big furs, I guess, and try and like smother the flame?
Is there a check I can make in order to
Sure.
kind of
You
determine
throw
this?
you throw the
Wet clothes, hopefully.
wet clothes over the flame, and you feel as though it is diminished, right? And you know, you're not feeling like the effects of the heat necessarily, right? And it gets colder in here for sure by like a large margin.
Is the boy getting older?
If you wait about 60 seconds, yeah. So after about, you know, this amount of time, you realize that about every 60 seconds, he ages another year. And you have a feeling that after an hour or so, he's going to be an old man.
Is there a way I can like check, like make a check in order to determine what exactly is going on here? And how I can be able
I am
to...
telling you exactly what's going on here. After every 60 seconds that passes, this boy ages another year.
And we just put out the fire.
We just put out the
You
fire.
You smothered it, yeah, no problem. I mean, if you remove them, the fire will come back as its continual flame. But right now, it's just smothered, right? There is, however, a blistering blizzard outside.
We close out the cavern to keep the fire going. Is there a way we can do that?
Maybe I'll take a couple more sticks that are just laying in the. Is it sticks like wood,
Sure.
or is it just like continuous flame was cast on the floor?
No, there's what assembles a campfire.
Can I just take a couple more logs and just throw them outside?
Yep, you do it.
Does the fire look like it got a little smaller, or does it just go back?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it changes.
We need to make sure the fire is light. We got to make sure to close out the cavern itself.
I think we got to go out there.
The boy's probably 25 now.
Fire, if we just sit here we're gonna die.
We gotta try close out the cavern first.
What's
I
your
think
plan
that's what
though?
it
Wait
is.
here forever?
It's
He's
called
aging.
It's called preservation. I don't know what that word is, but I think somebody else outside of the game does.
I think to preserve this kid's life, we gotta take him away from this cave that's aging him.
So
There's no way out though.
that's right. It does appear as though he's gonna
The warmth
die of
is
old
aging.
age. It doesn't even matter. Like no matter what, he's gonna die of old age if y'all don't do something.
We could
Right.
bring it to absolute 0 and he'd still keep aging.
He would still keep aging because
We could make it as hot as the 9 hells and he'd still keep aging.
That's
I feel
right.
bad because I feel like I know what the solution is, but Zafira wouldn't really. So
We
All right.
gotta brave the storm here.
Listen, I'm like gonna try and level with the young man at this point.
Yes.
Is he still acting like a kid?
from I'll be
You have a real
dad.
Listen, we're gonna have to run for it because this cave is gonna become. We're never gonna be able to leave this cave otherwise.
I can't go out there. I'll die. I know it. I can just feel it.
Gonna die in here.
That's natural instincts telling you to stay away from the cold and in this safe space. But we're creatures of higher thinking. It separates us from the beasts. And we know that through the storm is salvation.
Make a persuasion check. Okay, if you say so.
He will
You
think to
are
himself
the
and-
you are the snow drifters.
Can I
trust
try
you'll
something?
save me.
Oh, sorry.
What do you want to do, V?
I have a little mirror.
Mhm.
Could I show it to him?
Sure. He is bewildered by what he sees. Who is that? What's going on?
That's why we gotta leave.
There's powerful magic here. And it's not going to be safe for much longer.
Just help me, please. You're the snowdrifters. You can save me.
Illican, we're the
Yeah,
biggest. Let's go in the front.
Illican will well, this guy's pretty big at this point, but Illican's still bigger. Illican will take him by the arm.
Yeah.
And
You
we'll
lift him up.
hoist him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll try and walk with Illican and form kind of like a human shield if that helps protect the kid at all from
I'll
like
do
the
the same.
physical fucking pelting of the blizzard.
yeah, I'll do the same.
And you take him out into the blizzard?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
I guess
let's
you'd have to
fucking
Illican
go.
would have to do that after we get out, because you said it's like really like the ceiling's not tall.
Sure.
So we like crawl out and then he'll do that.
Take take this young man and sort of hoist him up on your shoulders like a piggyback sort of, and you're trying to block out the wind. And as you get 10 feet into this blizzard outside of the cave, this young man's boy, he starts to yell, "Oh, what is happening to me?" As you will you will feel ice growing up the side of your back, Illican, as from starting at his fingertips, he starts to turn to ice. And he's screaming, "Oh, you're supposed to help me! Help me!"
Go back inside.
Keep
Go
pushing
back
through,
inside the
Illican.
cave.
Keep
No!
going.
No.
Okay, we
In
have
thi- in this- in this divided
disagreement.
moment. Yeah, in this divided moment.
Wait, who's carrying him?
Illican.
Illican?
Illican will consider all the options and realizes that whatever magic is at play, it seems this boy will die either way. But there's a trial that must be completed, and he will take the boy down because he's like kind of like flailing at this point as he's freezing.
Well, not really, because one of his arms is ice.
So he can't even flail. But
He's not even flailing, really.
But yeah, Illican will try to comfort the boy though as he continues, and he'll take one of his big like hybrid bear arms, and he'll kind of like try to hold the boy with one hand as long as he can while he's blocking out the other,
Sure.
as he continues on.
Sapphira. You see as Illican ignores your pleas and the boys' pleas and continues marching through the blizzard. What do you do?
Fucking sock Illican and try and take the boy.
No, bro. I'm gonna fucking jump in and
All right. So listen, Sapphira, you jump in to try to like attack Illican and get the boy, right? Big Smile, you jump in to try to get the boy too. In the confusion, the boy falls off of Illican's back, right? And as this altercation continues, he will scream out in pain for just this moment as his body finishes crystallizing in perfect ice. And as he lays there in the snow, his arms sort of frozen in place like a wrapped around Illican, but the rest of his body sort of laid like he's on the ground, you know, like he was dropped on the ground. A perfect sort of crystal ice statue, a blue sigil glows on his chest.
Perfectly preserved.
quickly, let's leave.
We can't leave. There's nothing out here.
I touched the sigil.
Yeah,
You touch the sigil.
Running
touch
to the
sigil.
boy, smashing the sigil.
You teleport out.
Sapphira, it's over.
Oh, go ahead.
And yeah, I was just gonna say that and touch the sigil.
I'm gonna take the boy. I'll bring him back into the cave.
Okay.
Is there a way I can start the fire?
The fire's still going, but he's gone.
Perfectly preserved.
Perfectly preserved.
I'll try and like hug him, keep him warm.
You hold on to this. We get this sort of still shot as everyone's gone. And Sapphira holds on to this young man, frozen like a statue. But nothing happens. Sapphira.
I think after a minute, she kind of realizes what's going on. And then she will head over to the sigil.
Yeah,
Touch it.
it's on his chest. So you touch the sigil on his chest.
Okay, I'll touch the sigil.
Yeah, and you boom teleport out. Everyone who touched the sigil on the boy's chest teleports out. You guys are not ready for the cruelty test. You teleport out and make your way back to the chamber from which you came, right? And all of you that have succeeded on one trial, you now have 2 quadrants glowing on your symbol that glows above your head, right? Those of you who only have 1 trial, you have the 1 symbol or the 1 quadrant.
Oh, so that counted?
Yeah.
That was the trial. Let the boy
What?
freeze.
Let the boy
Yeah.
freeze.
Oh my god.
Wait, did Carl not get that, or did Sapphira not get that?
Both.
We're dealing with oral here.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that
You
was
can
like
see-
10
I mean,
out of 10 role playing, or you just
well-
big brained yourself.
Well, listen, Sapphira left
Oh.
before she got taught those sessions, okay?
So all of you reappear. Although Sapphira has the last to reappear, and her head hangs low, as there is another quadrant lit up on her head as well.
How long were they gone for?
At least an hour. What were you doing in that time?
Holy shit.
Well, I will have cast a spell.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna do probably a quick. I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna cast a spell first. I'm gonna do a quick augury, and just I'm gonna sit in front of the cruelty door.
Yep.
And I just want to ask whoever's listening to us in this cold, desolate place, how likely are we to die in that wretched room right there?
You get the feeling that the we that you speak of is you and your friends, and you have the feeling that you won't.
We won't die in that room.
No, not a single chance.
So it's all wheel then, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, on a technicality. Okay.
Yeah, on it technically, yeah. I wouldn't. I don't necessarily like the wheel woe thing. I'm gonna give you what I think you should get
that's
out
fair.
of it.
Which room was Gabar referring
Cruelty.
to? Cruelty.
So all of
Okay.
you reappear. Sapphira has her head hanged low.
It's okay, Sapphira. It's what we had to do.
Way
I'll just
around
kind of
it.
knock him out. I'll just kind of like push him out of the way.
Kabar, you want to try this?
You would have been good at that one, Gabar.
I don't really want to ever have to preserve myself again.
It
Yeah, let's
was
go
worse
look at the
than that.
door.
I'll walk over with Kabar.
Illiken is fuming. He'll say something like, so this is Oral's twisted sense of our reality, our lives. And now she's imposing it on us. It's disgusting. And he will pout for a little bit and then go where everyone wants to go next. I guess we'll have to
Yeah,
decide.
where are we going next? There's
I'll
ice.
kind of
Cruelty
like
if we're
look
not
up and-
dying in there. But
Well, me
I want to
and
go
Gabar
with
are going
V
to the door.
first. Yeah.
Okay. So V has one and Gabar has one.
Yes.
As you approach the door, the two quadrants correlating to the two that you have illuminate.
Nice.
Perfect.
You know,
One sigil, one quadrant is fucking all we need.
What are our options now?
Cruelty,
Cruelty.
or isolation.
Isolation.
When you guys were gone, I did a little bit of work on my end. We can do cruelty, and I understand there are fates worse than death, but we won't die if we go in there.
I think we just had a practice round for cruelty.
That's the practice round. And fine. I'll do it.
Think you should sit that one out, Sapphira.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You've all proven that I would fail this preservation round. And you're right. I could have. I would have. Well, you know what? I'm not going to fail this one again. I'm going to prove myself worthy to the Frostmaiden. I'm going to shove it in her goddamn face. I'm going to walk into the cruelty owl.
Hold on just a moment.
fuck.
We have to figure out who's going with you.
Sapphira marches into the cruelty room.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
one.
great. Is she by herself?
Oh my
I'll
god.
chase. I'll chase
before the
after
door.
her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Follow
Yeah,
after
me
before
too.
the door locks.
Leroy.
Oh my god, she just ran in there.
Oh my gosh! Go after her! Go after her!
Back to the plan, chums.
They say chicken.
Sapphira, take an inspiration, please.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
As you guys march into the cruelty chamber. Who all is in
Oh,
there?
we're all going?
Who all is going?
Oh, if
Oh,
Gabar is
I thought
confident that he's not going to die in here, then
Going in.
Is everyone going?
Big Small will sit this one out.
Okay.
Quintus thinks Sapphira is bluffing. So he's following in.
Okay.
I may depending on how many people go, else I might set out as well.
Well,
Right, we got
if they
six,
don't
isn't it?
complete it, like that one seemed unusually easy.
Yeah.
If you don't complete it, you're gonna. It's up to y'all.
I think it. So far we got Sapphira, Gabar.
Sapphira,
Quintus.
Gabar, Quintus, Illican, and Valen.
Oh, Illican and Valen are going as well.
Yeah, Valen's definitely going.
Yeah.
Valen was in the last one too.
Yeah. All right, then I'll sit this one out then too.
All right.
Nah, fuck it, I'm going.
All right.
You,
Fuck it, let's go.
All right.
I'm also going to give Sapphira an inspiration dice before we go in. Whatever
Okay.
we see in there, we do what we have to do.
All right, Big Smile.
the
Are you
word.
sure you don't want to go?
I think I might have the lowest hit points right now out of anyone.
I think
That
this
is
one
your-
also poses the least bodily harm to us.
I will have explained like we can't die in this room.
No.
We might have to, like I said, like there are fates worse than death, but like in terms of death, that's off the table.
Yeah.
The
Hit
rest
points
of the
should-
trials
hit points
take a
aren't gonna be-
physical toll. This
Yeah.
one takes a mental toll.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, Big Smile. As V grabs his hand and says, "I'm gonna need you."
All right.
So I guess all the inspiration I need.
All right. So everyone enters the cruelty chamber. Guys, my heart is sinking.
Can
I
I
physically feel cold.
Oh,
Can I go to the bathroom real quick, guys?
yes, please, but hurry,
Yeah,
because I
I'll
want to
be
get
back.
like I still will need one more trial.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
I'll zoom.
All right, everybody can go real fast, real fast,
Might as well.
real fast.
Oh yeah. No.
All I was thinking about in that encounter. Stupid fucking Michael Jordan meme. What was the other symbol on the southern door? It was a goat head and an owl
And a wolf, yeah.
and a wolf. It's just like wintry creatures.
Yeah, sure. You know, I will say it does feel really just oddly reminiscent of the vision that you've seen in session 2.
I mean,
Oh, I see.
I think it was the last one you saw.
no, the last one I saw was
A
Face of-
owl-headed creature with ram's horns.
oh, I missed the. I just have large horns. So
It has
yeah,
a
so I
face of
have
an
see
owl.
face of a snowy owl with large horns.
Sure, yeah.
He
You're
sticks
not
out a
sure
talon
what,
hand to me.
what was, yeah, which was, you don't know what else was underneath of that cloak. She got this like big, large cloak on. So
And then Illican's also seen that once before,
yes,
right?
yes, he has.
Yeah.
Is that the only two of us?
Yes.
I mean, I guess we all technically have now, right?
Well, yeah, from a distance, I guess, technically, right?
Technically. Come on, Chris.
And then the northern door was just two giants on it. And then
Yeah. It said something about Vasavikin on it.
the script. Can I do a quick like history check? See if I recognize that name?
It was the name of the
the
Brennan-
old the queen.
Yeah,
Queen
Brennan
of this
seems to
place.
Yes, queen
Yeah.
of this place. Original owner,
Frostmaiden.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, everybody's back. Who opens the door?
Sapphira.
Gotta be.
Sapphira. You open the door. And as you do, the same sort of burst of wind slaps you, but you're all more comfortable with it. But it's still almost blinding, where you have to shut your eyes. When you open them, you find yourself in a very large ice cave, like one of those ones under a glacier kind of thing. It's dark, and you can hear the sound of howling wind coming from an exit just out of view. This chamber is illuminated, however, by cold blue motes of fire that sort of float above head. This at random intervals, as if this whole place is illuminated by this cold blue light. Before you all, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you entering. Before you all is 7 humanoid figures on their knees, with their hands frozen in like blocks of ice on the floor. Each figure rests on an inert sigil, similar to all the ones you've seen before, only this one's just carved, it's not lighting up. And in front of each of them is a dagger made of pure ice. As you are whisked into this room, it makes a noise. And these figures look up towards the direction, right? But some of them look in different places. As you can tell that each of these figures has white sort of film over their eyes as if they are blinded. But when you look at them, you will see the cold, pale faces of Gwen, Rowan,
Oh, fuck.
Braven, Scoop. You will see a familiar figure to Illican, Paco, which was this young Goliath boy who very much looked up to Illican. A unfamiliar child who is wearing more like noble-looking clothes, and they look to be less ragged than some of the other people. And at the end of the line, not a child, but an elderly dwarf, Hlyn Trollbane.
Chekhov's children.
I will describe it once more. They are all on their knees, resting upon an inert sigil. Their hands are frozen to the floor with blocks of ice, so they're like on their knees, hunched over a little bit, right? They are blind right now. Like they look up and you can tell there's this milky sort of white film over their eyes where they can't see. And there is a ice knife in front of each one of them. 7 in total.
Where's the sigil?
Underneath of them.
There's one sigil underneath each of them.
Yes.
It's fucked up.
I call Hlyn.
I don't think we get to choose.
I'll tell her you said that.
Do you mean
Damn,
we don't get to
okay.
choose?
I mean, this is a trick, right?
This can't be really them.
This is not. They're in. Well,
We're in Brinchander.
What do you guys want to do?
Shit.
We know what we have to do.
can I talk to one of them?
Sure, who do you
Say
approach?
something?
Don't make
I
this
don't-
harder
I
for
don't
us to BV.
All right. Well, all right. I'll
Good
go
enough.
to approach and I'll hear Quintus say that. So instead, can I maybe try and read Hlyn's surface thoughts if it is a creature?
Sure. It is a creature. And she is thinking, I hope whoever's just come here. Is here to save us.
Wow.
I do not mention that.
Thank you.
Illican. Illican's here, right?
Yes, everyone is here.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe try sending a message to one of the terrible troll killers and see if they respond.
As you say that aloud, one of Gwen, who is kneeled down, sort of looks around and says, "Hello? Hello?"
Where are the knives in front of them?
Right in front of each one of them. One knife in front of each person.
And they're
If
around
I
like some
can-
magic circle.
And they're like resting on a magic circle, yes. That is not illuminated. It is
So
just inert.
if I can double check, it's Helen Trobane.
Yes.
It is
The rest of the terrible troll killers of 10 towns. Paco, who is familiar, you guys have actually met this kid. He was about to take his test or whatever to become an adult Goliath or whatever. He was the son of Illican's mentor.
Yeah.
And a unfamiliar child to you, this little blonde-haired little girl.
Damn.
Who
I
does not
think-
look to be like dressed for winter or anything like everybody else is.
I was gonna say if it was the dwarf girl, that probably could have given it away.
It's not. No, the dwarf girl's not here.
Okay.
Big smile, kind of tapping into his wisdom and knowing that what we're gonna have to do will, as quick as possible, go over to who's the little sad boy that cries a lot, Craven.
Craven. Mm-hmm.
We'll go up to Craven and grab the knife in front of him.
Yeah, so as you approach Craven, you will see that Scoop is on one side of him and Rowan is on the other. You can see that tears are frozen to his face and are piling on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems that he has been crying for so long and he is so cold that he can only weakly sort of pout, like weep. You know, he can't even like form tears or sigh and cry like he usually does. He's just weeping and he can barely form any words. As you can see that like frostbite is starting to set in parts of his body.
Can Illican ritually cast sending and contact Paco's father?
Sure. One moment, please. A big smile. You approach this poor boy. He hears you coming and he like looks up, but you can see he's blind. And he begins like weakly crying.
Kind of anticipating that this will be the hardest one out of all the kids. Because Craven's like the sweetest one who's like always fucking crying, right?
Yes.
So Big Smile will target him specifically.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a moment to himself as he swallows everything he knows he's about to do and silently will look back at the snowdrifters, nod, silently look back and just whisper like, God help us all.
Fuck no, I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna be like, wait, fucking what are you doing?
I'm gonna cut Craven's throat unless you like mechanically like interject.
I mean, I don't have anything to stop Big Smile except for shouting at him, but it's like, okay, do what you want.
I would prefer to do this before I hear like from Illican, before we like ascertain if this is like maybe the real like Big Smile wants the out of like I don't know, maybe it is just a duplicate. I don't like this is gonna fucking suck. The quicker he can do it, I don't know if he
Guilty
lingers
conscience,
around.
guilty.
Yeah, if he'll be able to like
plausible
do it.
deniability.
He just wants to get through this as quickly as possible.
Slice. And we don't see it on screen, but we do see drops of blood fall down in like slow motion and land on the sigil, right? And the sigil sucks it up and it lights up blue. And then we get a sort of limp hand that unfreezes and falls to the side. Big Smile, do you wish to touch the sigil?
Big Smile drop to a knee, and if there's any like residual blood on the sigil, it'll now become like diluted with a few tears from Big Smiles. And
Yes.
I'll
Touch the
hammer
sigil.
the sigil, yeah.
You teleport away.
Oh, fuck.
So
When you
I was
when you return to the chamber, the other quadrant lights up on your head. On the symbol on your head. Okay. Cut back to the rest of the party. You wanted to
so
ritually cast.
I was distracted by writing my message for sending. I want to send it to Paco's father, but so I just want to confirm. Big Smile did the
Oh,
deed.
100%.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
Okay, this is the message.
Okay, you want to do it as a ritual though? Yeah, because you have to. That's going to take 10 minutes.
But it's not dangerous here, right?
No.
Yeah. So he'll take the time.
Then you'll have to take the time. What would everybody else like to do? You will see now from where Craven once, was, is now a lifeless, and blood sort of pools out. But as soon as Big Smile touched the sigil, it went inert again.
Seeing Big Smile.
Gwen will say, "Hello? Hello? I know somebody's there. Please help us."
Here now, this is us doing this as low as he can.
The rest of us can just fail the test.
Do you
Okay.
see another way out?
As you guys are speaking about it, I do want to say that Valen has approached this unfamiliar girl that you guys don't know. And she'll say, Penelope? Penelope? This is my niece! What kind of trick is this? She shouts to the sky.
A cruel one?
The little girl. Auntie Valen? Is that you? Please help me, Auntie Valen. I want mommy and daddy. I'm so cold. Valen will sort of have a moment where her one good eye and this sort of hovering snowflake over her head. She looks down at this icy knife on the ground, picks it up and sort of fondles it in her hand for a moment. What do the rest of you like to do?
We can just find a way to fail the test. One of us has already done it. You don't gotta kill your fucking niece.
Just as a reminder, just in case, these are my tenants. I will be going. I'll be approaching the sigils.
Okay.
Trying to figure out who exactly. This is so fucked up.
Sapphira.
If any of us can find a fucking way out,
Try-
then we don't gotta keep
try to
killing these
touch-
fucking kids.
Try to touch Big Smile's sigil.
Nothing happens.
Did she do it?
I did do it, yeah.
Nothing happens.
Pop off my
Iborn, I seeming to be have gotten myself in a little bit of trouble. Is that you, Iborn?
You can hear Helene now speaking out towards Quintus. The children can hear you. Everyone can hear you. And now that we have said straight up proper nouns, it's a little late for...
I'm sorry, we have no choice.
I thought it was you. This mess has gotten your name written all over it. So what'll it be? Eyes be over here and something like a bunch of kids.
It's cold, hard calculus. You all, or 10 towns.
You can look over at Helene, and you will see that she is haggard, to say the least. Frostbite has definitely begun to set in on her nose and her ears. She's got this sort of milky whiteness, and she is like slouched as much as she can be, as if she's pulling against the restraints just to lay, like, for some resistance to like try to lay down. She looks tired. And I will say,
Looking
you
at you,
guys have you guys have a bad feeling about leaving this place because there is an exit.
There's an exit?
There is an exit. It's just out of view. But you have a bad feeling that if you leave these people, that you may be leaving these people to their fate.
Would that be something I would know? If if
Sure.
we don't kill them right now, then they would be
Dead anyways.
dead anyways.
If they're real.
Can I
No, I think knowing that, I will go over.
Sure, hold up. But let me get Illican out of the way so that we can sort of establish this.
Kind of tries to urge everyone to wait until he can do this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
what do you say?
Okay, this is exactly 25 words. The message. So yeah, the message is for Paco's father, and it says, "Is Paco safe? I found him somewhere very dangerous. I need to know if it is illusion. Arl wishes to make him into a sacrifice."
He will respond in 25 words or less that he can't find his son. And please help him.
You better never fucking tell Big Small that.
If I can go over to Gwen.
Yes.
I look over at her. Is there any way that I can cut the restraints? Or are there any restraints at all?
There is. Her hands are bound to the floor in ice. And she is snowblind.
So if I attempt to try and cut those binds, would that work?
You can try to break them, yes.
Is there a check or?
As you approach, right? She's the one on the far end.
Mhm.
She'll hear you approach, right? And she'll say, "Where am I?" And you can see that she looks okay, but she is pale and her lips are blue, like she's freezing to death.
I won't say anything.
Please, the others are here too. Please help them. Craven won't stop crying and I can't hear Scoop anymore. Please help my family. They're all I have left.
If I'm trying to cut these binds, I don't think anything would.
You can go up and try to break them. You want to try to break them, smash them open?
Yeah.
Sure. You reach over, smash them open, you're teleported out. Goodbye.
Oh, really?
Yep. You're teleported out. You
Good.
guys watch as
Let's all do it.
Gwen freezes into a complete ice statue.
Fuck, dude. I was gonna. Oh shit.
As you reappear, Sapphira, your symbol does not get any better. You failed.
Fuck. Can I try to open the door again? Or
Yeah, you pull, nothing.
fuck, dude. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well,
After that speech about how you weren't gonna fail, Carl. I feel like that was
Made him got him.
pretty good.
I can't. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I won't ask for a mulligan. Damn it. Okay.
All right, there is.
Well, it did technically kill her.
Once that happens, Valen will sort of look over, realize what's at stake, take the knife, drive it into this little girl.
Psychopath, man.
Fucked up.
Quintus
blood-
has the
the
exact
blood-
same realization. He doesn't quite
the-
jump at the opportunity like she does.
The
But
blood drips down onto the sigil. She touches it. Actually, before she does, she looks back at all of you, and you will see the utmost determination on her face. This is more determined than you have ever seen Valen. Okay? She just did some unspeakable shit, and she knows it, and you guys know it, and you guys watched her do it, and she acknowledges it, but also it's the price that you have to pay. And she touches the sigil and teleports out.
So mad now. Oh.
I'll turn to V and say, one of us doesn't have to live with the guilt of killing a child. So I mean,
There's
I'll fall on that sword.
who else left in here? Me, Quintus, and Illiken, right?
I'm in here too.
Bar.
Oh, Angabar. Oh wait,
Yeah.
so
The people left
Wait,
are
what?
Rowan, Scoop, and Paco. And Helen.
let's go top one.
Okay.
Thoughts of Illiken's home freezing and withering and decaying, and all the Goliaths dying. Images of that flash against his imagination with images of Paco bleeding on the floor. And he does not know what to do.
I just reposted in the Discord the message that I
Yeah.
sent to everyone. Okay. What is you guys doing?
Look, I know there's some things that most of us have done that we aren't too proud of. But I can say that out of the four of us, Illiken, I wish you not to bear a burden of severity. You are
Illiken
just too
is yeah, he's like crying at this point. He is like practically leaning against your shoulder. But he will wipe the tears away and say, I would most appreciate it if the rest of you handled the others, but leave Paco to me.
Oh shit. Like I just said, I would. I know you feel a responsibility for him since he is of your clan, but a burden like this is not a light one. I know. I wish you not bear it. Please take Lynn. Leave the others to us.
He will wipe away tears once more, and he will give you a resounding, no, I must do it. If any of the rest of you touch Paco, I don't know if you will ever be welcome in my home. I am the only one. I will tell the boy. I will tell him what his sacrifice will mean. I will tell him how much I wish I could be the one to be the sacrifice. But he looks at the chains and the magic circle and realizes that he can't even take the place of this boy. So almost as like, it's almost like a penance, but It must be one of his own. If he cannot die in glorious battle, this is the way. And yeah, Illiken will then resolutely head over to Paco.
Yep.
And he will gently kneel down and he will make himself known to the boy. Paco, can you hear me? It is I. It's Illiken.
Illican, I knew you would find me. You're the chief after all. Where am I?
And you look upon this boy, and you will see that he is holding up fairly well, like Gwen was, but his lips are blue. I mean, he will die, just of exposure, just being left out here. But he seems to be, he's not like slouched over or anything like that. Where am I? That's what he said last.
He'll put his hand on Paco's shoulder and he'll take on a slightly more urgent tone, but he'll try to keep his voice level. Be like, my boy, though you are not mine, you are as dear to me as you are to your father. But I must tell you that, well, first I will start with this. When you were growing up, what were you always told is the greatest glory? If you had to die, my boy, I know you have probably not given it much thought. How would you want it?
He will sort of think for a moment with his his eyebrows furrowed, and he'll look up at you and say, in combat for the clan.
And he will like at this comment, even though he pretty much knew the boy was going to answer this way, like another little tear will roll down his cheek, and he'll be like, "Yes, my boy, that is good. That is our way." But if such a life is denied to a Goliath through whatever cruel set of events that reality has given us, what then must a Goliath do?
He thinks some more. I don't know.
Living in shame. It's no way to live the life of a Goliath. I will tell you that. And yet, he'll trail off for a moment. You must listen to me. Our clan, after all we have gone through, do you want to see our clan thrive, prosper, reach glories that we have never seen?
He bows his head to you like this sort of sign of respect, and without like looking you in the eyes, even though he's blind, but he like without looking up towards your face, he'll say, "Yes, of course."
He will like clasp the boy with both shoulders now and say, "Are you sure?"
He looks up at you, and his eyes sort of blind, but somehow he knows exactly how to meet your gaze. Yes, Chief Storm Chaser.
And you must listen to me. I must do something now that I do not wish to do in the slightest. But if I do it, we will be saved. Our people. We will be saved.
The realization is starting to draw on this boy. After all, he is starting to reach Goliath manhood. And he'll ponder for a moment. Before this, may I choose my name? So that may be written upon the walls of Sky Tower Shelter.
Your name will be the largest, my boy.
I want it to be like yours. Cloud Racer.
There's a long pause as Geo types in his notes and Illiken ponders. And Illiken will smile at this point. He will actually, like a painful smile,
Of
but
course.
it'll come. And battling like the grogginess of his voice at this point. Even you've never seen Illiken have a groggy, like crying
Emotional.
voice.
Yeah.
And he will say that is a fine name. And know that you will be honored. Your name will be known in every generation to come. Are you ready, my boy? And he will clasp the knife now.
He nods.
Very good. It will be quick. And almost like undercutting the whole cruelty thing, Illiken will slice his throat in the most humane, painless, quick manner he knows possible.
Without showing it, the boy falls. And the sigil lights up beneath him.
Illiken tosses the knife aside, it shatters, and he will go through.
He teleports away. Three remain.
Quintus will walk up to Lynn, kneel down, and voice breaking, tears frozen to his face, say, "Thank you for everything."
Valen's not dumb. She's not a child either. She's not too far away from Paco. She's the one right on the very end, next to him. And she will say, I's lived a long life, Highborn. I's paid me dues and atoned for me sins. Me soul should be just fine.
I trust that Vir Gabar can do you justice, but I can spare at least one of them. So he'll go over to Scoop.
Okay. As you approach Scoop, you will see that he is the worst off of all of them. He looks like he's really close to
Turn to
passing.
Gabar if there's anything he wants to say.
I was gonna say, can I actually? I know it sounds like weird, but like, can I take Scoop? I've kind of like been mentoring him a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to spare you from having to do the thing, but
Oh no, I'll
look.
I'll yeah, like obviously eyes are like kind of, you know.
Oh my god, yeah.
1,000 yards. Gabar Moore has like 1,000-yard stare going on, just like, you know, like what going through the stages of like denial, like, oh, this is an illusion, this isn't real, and then seeing, you know, Gwen get frozen, and you know, Petunia,
Penelope.
Man, dude.
All of them just kind of go and like kind of like now he's like, is this real? And now he's like, fuck.
So I will say that both Quintus and Gabar can be nearby Scoop if so need be.
I'll lean down. I probably don't even really need to lean down, but I'll kind of like sit next to Scoop for a second, and I'll just kind of say like, I thought I got dealt a shite hand in this fucking life, but it ain't nothing compared to you. I ain't good with words, but I was told once when I was part of a ship that we don't always get to know when we'll meet our end, but we can decide how we meet it. I
He-
suppose that's really the only kindness I can show at this point.
He leans his head forward so that his like frozen sort of auburn locks sort of touch you. And he'll whisper because that his face is so frozen he can barely form words. And he'll say, I read the book cover to cover. I never knew that much about magic and the weave. It's wonderful.
It certainly is, but even the weave sometimes can't change your fate. I'm sorry that you met me, brought you here, but I'm glad that you liked the book that I found for you anyways.
I'm glad I met you. I'm so tired, Gabar. I just want to sleep.
Yeah, definitely earned a rest after life you led. I'm sorry to ask this question now, but would you like to die by ice or knife?
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm gonna punch the shackles.
Really?
As he
I-
doesn't even have time to realize what's happening, I punch him, trying to break him like
you bloody your hands, smashing into this one of the ice shackles on the ground. Right, it immediately like cracks some fingers in your fist because you aren't holding back. You're not afraid to punch the crap out of this thing, and without holding back, you shatter the ice that surrounds his sort of wrists, and he immediately, instantly freezes into complete ice, and you are teleported out. Two remain.
I'm gonna say in Quintus's head, so nobody hears it.
There's only you two left, and Helen and this little boy. So
Yeah, I'll say in his head. I know you're trying to do right by me, but after all she's done for us, she can at least die by the hand of a friend.
Yeah, just wanting to be out of here at this point, and no fight left in him. Quintus will concede and walk over to Lynn, thank her again, and just
Hey, Iborn, make it quick.
and yeah, I'll just like as quick as possible, just turn her brain off.
no problem. And as you do, Helen slouches over, and the sigil lights up beneath her.
Take
You touch
last
it.
look at V and disappear.
V, you are alone in this cold cavern with one shivering
Rowan, right?
boy left, Rowan.
I'll walk closer to him.
Yeah.
I'll just pick the knife up and
Yeah.
I won't talk out loud. I'll say in his head.
Sure.
Do you know what's happening?
I can't see. I'm trying to be brave. I'm so scared. My father told me to be brave before he left. I always try to be. I'm scared.
I'll slowly walk around him. There's no reason to be scared. You're a warrior, aren't you?
He sort of closes his eyes and nods.
Then don't be scared. And I'll cast calm emotions on him.
Okay. His body relaxes. I am brave.
See? All true warriors are. And just without saying anything else, I'll just reach around and go.
Yep, that's enough. You see his body fall to the sigil, and it lights up. And as it does, the camera sort of pans away as we can see the remains of everyone who was in this room, and one final glowing sigil.
I'll touch it.
You teleport back to the main chamber. As everyone reappears in the main chamber, I think we should probably end the session for tonight.
Holy fuck.
I don't think we should get too heavily invested in something else.
Everybody's all right though.
Is everybody cool?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
just peachy, just peachy.
If anybody
Dude, that
needs to,
What is that fucking meme, dude?
Damn, what the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, Eric.
Oh wow! Usually it's time plus tragedy, but nope, it's just tragedy this time.
Oh
Too
man.
soon?
Exactly. Just
Oh,
all
man.
of the tenants are just fuck them kids.
Dude, that was so good.
that was
Holy
brutal.
fuck, that was intense, bro.
Oh.
yeah, I'm sorry if I put anybody in a bad position.
Well, it's
But-
fine. It was just a bunch of illusions, so
Yes. As far as Big Swallow's concerned, yeah, that was easy.
It's also like just imaginary pretend we're all
They
literally
never
scared.
existed to begin with.
That's right.
Dude, I felt true. I felt so bad. I had an idea, but I was like, fucked it up for me. So
Sorry.
that's fine. I made the
But-
choice.
Yeah, but here we are. Only one test left. I promise it's
How
not.
long is the next room gonna take?
I think everybody needs a break. I don't think we need to go any further than that.
Make me suffer 2
I
weeks in a row.
feel broken. Okay, I don't want to keep
Pretty heavy.
going. I'm done for tonight. That was real heavy.
That's kind of fucked
Everybody,
up. Oh,
go find your loved ones. Go to call your mom on the phone. Let's recover.
Thought I
Oh,
was
that
gonna
was
make
so-
it without like fully crying until Paco asked for his name.
oh, dude, what the fuck? Oh man.
Yeah, I was actually getting pretty emotional about that too, but it had to be in character.
Yeah, when you type that in, I thought it was just gonna be like some random person. I guess I probably should have figured.
Yeah, well, that was the test of cruelty.
Thanks
fine.
again for dragging me in there, B. That was great. Fucker.
here, have some emotional trauma.
Here you go. Here you go.
but that
Oh, fuck.
that adds some gravity to, you know, the Oral's whole bag. You know, she
Yeah.
fucking like made you do it basically. So
Jay, I feel like my whole time playing D&D with you is like a test in emotional limits.
I didn't think that I could pull it off, but I did, and I
Dude,
feel
I mean,
I like I said when you guys were like, oh, okay, we're going, I was like, my heart is sinking. Like I knew what was coming, and it like really hurt. Say all of these names out loud when I listed them, my legs were shaking.
well, I feel like you like to do those difficult decision type things, and this is like this scene right here was like the culmination of all.
This was
Yeah.
the most difficult choice.
And I just want to say that like I only feel confident to do this sort of encounters with you guys only. I would not try to pull some shit like this on anybody that I don't trust and I don't like totally respect. And I really appreciate you guys.
Hey,
Being
you
able
gave us the warning, so
yeah,
sure.
I've really tried to, without giving away too much, be like, hey, there's some really heavy shit coming.
you were like, "Oh, some killing of some innocents." Like, sure, just some random jabronis. No, you
Yeah.
terrible troll killers, dirty like
Dude,
that.
I know.
Come on, we made so many jokes about like, oh, Jay's gonna throw him in danger in act 1 of this campaign. So
We did make those jokes. They were jokes.
Those damn jokes.
Emotional damage.
Well, I just
watch
want to
us
say,
all fail isolation now, and that was for nothing.
Yeah.
I
Do
just
we at
want to say
least
that.
get some good inspiration role play?
Oh my god, all around,
Hey.
all the way around.
I was gonna say Illiken's got me tearing up over here.
Yo, Illican straight up stole the fucking show, dog.
That's good.
That was one of those things that was completely not planned. I was just like, okay,
It was
What
good.
Illiken
Art,
do?
dude.
It
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, that
So,
was good. I was trying to get him. He was
Because
like,
Nate, you were
don't
trying to
do
give
this.
me the out.
I
and
know,
was
yeah.
like-
I don't want to make you do that.
I was like, wait a minute, okay, I'm more of a pussy than Illiken is. Like, what you know, like.
all right. Well, I just want to stress that like I really appreciate you guys that we can pull something off like this, and it'll just like we'll always remember that. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna stay with us. So like I know it was hard, but like you guys remember that one time where Jay was about to
Yeah,
cry.
it's a new
when he
core
was
memory.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that one time Jay was crying when he was trying to play a role play a child. So I really appreciate you guys, and I know it doesn't seem like it because I just put you through the ringer, but trust me, I love you guys.
It was
I'm
still
really
fun.
Ready
appreciate
next week?
It's a good
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, So-
That was a wild ride of emotions today.
yeah, and we're not even done. There is
Nice.
you have so much more to do. Just in this room, this area. So I'm excited for that. But I appreciate you guys, and I
Real quick, hate to be the bearer of bad news. I might not be able to make it next week.
next week.
Next door, right now.
Next week, I have a thing as well. I could still make it maybe, but I think I'd be like an hour at the least late.
don't
Give
think
us a
this
minute
was-
to simmer down. After
This was
Mm.
something unexpected that it was another planning mishap. So
Yeah, I do kind of want everybody to be here. All right, we'll worry about it.